Shirts and shirts and shirts.
Yep.
Hello. How you guys doing today? Todd's listing shirts and shirts and shirts.
How are you, Miss Sally?
I'm all right. I'm a little tired this morning because I stayed up too late last night, but it's okay. I have plenty of time to sleep today, and I gotta get stuff done, but I'm probably gonna take a nap.
Yeah. You
I didn't go to
deserve it.
bed until about I didn't go to bed until about 4:30 this morning. So
Well, whose fault is that?
it's mine. It's totally mine. I mean, I um I waited until Valerie got home last night, and she called me and we talked for about an hour, and then I stayed up for a while past that. So it's all my fault.
Yeah, it's okay. You'll make it up when you get retired like me.
Oh, I'm sure.
Get your 8 hours sleep a night and then take an afternoon nap. You good to go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
it's
I
a
was on
wonderful life.
Poshmark looking at hats. And I on my Poshmark I have all my likes are, well, I mean, I have all my people that I share, but I also have a whole bunch of hats on there now. And so I have to weed through the hats to get to my people that I share now.
Yep.
So, but other than that, it's all good. How
Yep.
you doing?
I'm pretty darn good. Raining again. Man. I went to the storage unit
Dang.
yesterday and got another truckload, and of
Oh,
course I
good.
left a bunch of it in my back of my pickup, and it's out there getting rained on. Yeah.
Oh man. You didn't
Well,
cut. Did you cover it? You didn't cover it?
no. A lot of it is like kitchen wares,
So you don't really need to, anyways.
so like lots of
So it's just
um,
getting natural washed.
yeah, like the like this.
Mm.
What is this? Corning ware.
Oh yeah.
Lots of stuff like this, and plates and pots and pans. It was that unit pretty much. Yeah,
Yeah.
had a bunch of stuff like that, and it was. Yeah, somebody moved out of their house and put all their stuff in a storage unit, and then uh, moved away and never came back, or
That happens a lot.
went to prison, or you never know what happened to
Mm-hmm.
somebody.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. I hear like Global Voodoo. He always asks what happened to the people that had the unit,
Really?
and yeah, and sometimes they can give you a clue as to some things in that, what would be in the unit, but
Hmm.
um, I don't know. I don't know why he asks. He always does so.
Huh.
Most of the time, I can kind of figure out.
Yeah. Just kind of get an idea about what happened. Like if it was fast. If
Yeah,
it was fast, then, probably they had to just move or, unexpectedly or whatever.
yeah.
Or
I've
or if
got
it's just been sitting there for a while, then they probably died or, you know, something like that.
yeah. I'm finding a lot of personal pictures and diplomas and
Yeah.
old work records and stuff like that. And there's so
Right.
much trash in the unit.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I don't know why. If you just all of a sudden you just got to pack up and move,
Get
why
rid
you
of half your
wouldn't just
trash.
throw away half of it? Because
But
if you're going to put it in a, I know people aren't expecting to just leave stuff in a storage unit forever, but
no.
um,
And that's the thing. Like another, like if you saw what I would keep in my garage, like stuff that is personal to me, and it's probably going to be at least 75% trash to you, probably,
yeah,
because I have a trunk full of baby clothes and artwork when my kids were in school, and I just have all kinds of stuff like that. Like um, it's there's a trunk full of just stuff from when my kids were little, and then I have a trunk full of stuff when I was little
yeah,
that my mom kept for me. So, and then when I got of age, I was given a trunk. You know,
yeah,
when she thought I was able to, you know, be responsible for it, she gave me my trunk, and it was full of all my stuff. That's what they did. That's what they did a long time ago in my mom's family was they would buy a Foot Locker and they would fill it with stuff for like when you're going to get married.
yeah,
And so when, you got married, you had sheets and towels and, oven mitts, stuff like that. You had stuff that, was either passed down to the family or, that was new that,
yeah, yeah. We've got lots of stuff we've been, you know, when your grandparents pass away and your old aunts and uncles that don't have any children or whatever, and you clear out their houses, and you
hmm
inevitably wind up dragging a bunch of that home with you.
Oh yeah. Oh
And
yeah.
the older you get, the more you can accumulate like that. But yeah, why? But to take just boxes of old bank statements and put it in a storage unit, and to take boxes
Yeah.
of old magazines and just put them in a storage unit, and to take boxes of old VHS movies and just put them in a storage unit,
Yeah.
I just throw that stuff away. Hope I don't
Yeah.
throw any of your personal stuff because I do turn in pictures and diplomas and stuff like that.
Right. Right.
So,
Yeah, there was my brother-in-law, he gets stuff like that all the time, because people will have his thing is people will have uh, a winter, or not a winter, but a summer place up here, and they'll go and open a storage unit and put stuff in it, and but then they'll also have another place, somewhere else. So, either in Florida or wherever, and they'll have their place up here and that place down there, and they either sell their place here and they don't come back up and get their stuff,
yeah,
or they die, or whatever. So yeah.
yeah. This family also ran a auto repair business for a while, and there are
Hmm.
two tall, the full size filing cabinets full of paperwork. Old
Oh,
repair. From like 15 years ago. So I'm like,
oh
all
my
that's going in
gosh.
the trash.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, hi, side chat. Everybody's here.
Hey there, Sherry. Yeah.
Sherry, Hank, who else is here?
Go ahead. I'll let you do it.
Glenn,
Mm.
Shantae, Cindy, Mary. Yeah. People in the house.
Mm.
17 watching. Well, they're gonna have a good show. We're having a good show.
Yes.
Today we're talking about broken watches that we found in a storage unit.
Hey, I mean, at least you found something worth keeping, right?
Yeah, I don't know if that one's worth putting a battery in or not. The band's broken. I don't know if I got a replacement band. But I have sold $850 worth of stuff out of that unit.
That's awesome.
And it
That's
cost
good.
me $270 to get it. And
Well, then you're
so
done all right.
then after eBay and shipping get their cut,
Hey there, Kathy.
yeah, I'm way in the profit. I'm up around $300 profit on it now. So anyway, I'm about done emptying it. All I got left is the big stuff, furniture and
Yeah.
an engine stand and
I missed you too, Kathy. Where you at?
Kathy, get your
Did you get
butt in here.
Yeah. I miss you too. I miss all you guys. I even miss Todd.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Yeah, Sherry too. I miss Sherry. I miss Hank. I mean, a lot of people came in to my hangout last night and we hung out for a little bit. I didn't get crap done though. I should have did more. But I just me and Carol had a hangout.
Oh, I found the box full of dildos.
Oh, great.
Yeah, it's just super.
It's Mary. Your real name is Mary Catherine. That's awesome. Growing groin band branded. Yeah, Hank says I would have loved to see Silverhair's video of that find.
Oh, they were nasty, man. I opened up that sack. Oh, God, look at that. And they were all stuck together and stuff. I was like, ew.
Oh man.
Man, I was so glad I had my gloves on.
Mm-hmm.
I need to wash my gloves now. I mean, I didn't actually pull them out and play with them or anything, but
Right.
hey,
Yeah.
look at that. Hey, there's another one. Hey, that one's pink. Ew, what's that bottle of stuff? Ew, you're like, uh,
Oh my gosh.
yeah. And then there was the box of magazines. Yeah. Yuck.
But the magazines sometimes aren't they worth keeping if they're like old? Because people will buy those, Todd.
Oh, God. I ain't selling that crap. I got other things to sell. I ain't going to mess with porn.
Yeah. You don't want to take it there, huh?
I don't know. I don't know if I'd ever sell porn. I mean, it's legal and everything, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Not that I'm all high horsey and stuff, but uh,
No, but I'm sure that if you found something that was like the stuff that Mike found, I'm sure that you would go for it and sell stuff like that if you thought you could make some good money on it.
well, I mean, shoot. whatever. I just didn't feel like messing with it. So
Yeah.
that got all thrown out.
10, 11, 12.
No, not all the magazines were porn. In fact, most of them weren't, but old people magazines, and old Vogue magazine, stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And it wasn't like he had like the doll magazines I sold. I had a whole collection of them a year. I sold them off
Yeah.
a year's collection at a time.
Mm-hmm.
But no.
Hank says that she sells those
Yeah.
old porn and stuff, and really they can be worth a lot of money. As long as I mean, you could tell if somebody's been really going through them and using them, like that. You could tell if they're all nasty, but oh, she says no, not old porn. Oh, I thought that's what you meant. Sorry, Hank. Oh, like the old people Vogue Teen Beat. Sorry, sorry, Hank. She's like, no, I don't sell those. Sherry goes, it's on YouTube forever now, Hank. You sell old porn. Oh.
Hank sells old porn.
Yeah. She said, thanks, Sally.
I mean, when I see stuff like that, and it's got a date of like 1980 something, I go, I can't help but in my mind think, I wonder what those people look like now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that big old thing probably dropped off of them by now. I bet that part over there is really saggy now.
Oh,
You know,
I'm sure.
can't help with my brain going to weird places.
Mm-hmm. Well, okay, then I'm not that far off then, Hank, right? She said, well, I mean, hell, if I probably would if I found it, but I've never found it. So, I mean, I totally would. I mean, like dildos and stuff like that, though, that's a whole different animal. If you find it in the package, if I find something in the package, I'll sell it.
Oh,
But
okay.
but like because it's not looked on today as like it is, like it was even 10 years ago. It's, I mean, that's, you know, dildos and stuff like that. It's a normal thing now, you know. Um, and it's not really even looked upon as, like a dirty thing anymore. People use them, so if they're new in the package, then why not, but um but no, not used. I wouldn't sell used ones, Hank.
Wow, did
Yeah.
I walk in at a bad time?
Yeah.
Well, I found a whole box of stuff
Welcome,
in the storage
Lori.
unit yesterday. There was even like candles in the shape of body parts, and I was like, really?
Oh,
Ew.
Ew.
you probably found like somebody's like
Personal stash.
bridal shower gifts, or you know little playthings when they have their bridal showers. They have those party favors and stuff.
Either that or they're a pure romance representative.
Oh, true. Could be that too. Yeah, there's like home-based businesses now, Todd, that people have parties and stuff where they sell that.
Ooh, I bet they could. I've never been to one, but I know there's one of their main
I have.
headquarters. One of their main headquarters is right down Cincinnati. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
I
been to
think
one of those and it's not too bad. And like, you know, they, you know, I mean, basically it's just like selling Avon anymore.
I've been invited, but I don't ever go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, these were stuck together and stuck to the plastic bag they were in and stuff. Yuck. No.
Yeah. Yeah, that is yuck.
Yeah, that's just garbage.
I can
Mm-hmm.
see dragging them home and washing them off with a hose in the front yard, and all the neighbors come over. What you doing?
I found these door stoppers. Look, they stick to the floor.
Oh no, I'm not going to record that and put it on my YouTube channel. No.
Oh, I thought they were ends for hoses. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I thought those were those little
Pressure washer.
pressure washers, flexible pressure washers.
Hmm.
I found another pair of Lucchese boots over the weekend.
Woohoo!
Oh, good job.
I was like, what are the odds of finding a second pair in the same location?
Wow.
That's a good brand.
Yeah. They're just kind of a plain Jane. They're black with white stitching. They're not like the exotic animal skin ones.
Hmm.
So they probably won't bring as much, but hey, Lucchese's Lucchese.
Mm-hmm.
I fixed my watch.
Yeah, I got into a bunch of kitchenware yesterday, like Corning and what else is this?
Backwards.
Pyrex.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Are Pyrex pie plates worth anything?
They
Oh.
can be. Depending on what size and all of that. I mean, that looks like a good one. But as far as like, I mean, because they still sell that like at Walmart, so you know. But if you find some of the really older pieces, they can be worth some money.
Does this say Visions Corning? I don't know.
Hmm.
It'd probably
That's
be
art.
worth listing.
Is that the kind of a brownish color? Because those are usually the older ones if they're brown.
Yeah, it's kind of brownish, orangish, brownish.
The brown came out before the cranberry color.
Hmm.
Because my
There
sister
was
had
a
all that stuff.
big cranberry casserole, and it was had a broken handle. So I'm like, I can't sell that. Dang it. I got the biggest ass lug wrench.
It's the biggest ass, huh?
Yeah.
Look at this,
I bet mine's
big ass
bigger.
lug wrench.
That thing is huge.
And no, this was not in the porn bag.
What?
But
It looks like
What
a
is
big
that?
truck.
yeah, it's a 25-inch
Wow.
lug wrench.
I've got one like that. It was for I used to have a big Dodge Dually.
I can't even hardly lift the wrench, much less turn the lug
They're
nuts.
huge. You should see the brake wrench for that Dually. It had an end on it like that, and it was probably about 3 feet long, just to break the bolt off of the
But
tire.
it's still kind of got the package is about destroyed, but it's still got the new.
AC
Oh, yeah.
Bilco, yeah.
It's never been used, so
I don't sell. I'd hate
that'd
to
probably be a $30 bill plus
$40 shipping.
Heck
weighs
yeah.
like 10 pounds. Yeah.
Hey, look at who it is. Kathy came in.
Hey.
What the heck, Fire Snot?
Hi.
It's Kathy.
I know, right?
I missed you.
I missed y'all too. I missed
Oh,
And
You've been
now
doing
her
all right?
voice is gone. Can't hear you, Kathy.
where'd she go?
We-
Maybe.
there it goes.
Oh, there it goes.
Yeah, there you are.
My crazy internet, of course.
Oh.
It's either it's going to be the internet or it's going to be my son. One of the two. Oh, Lord Jesus. I'm trying to figure out how to clean jewelry without tearing it up.
Oh, yeah, that's difficult.
I know.
You know what? I mean, like, I don't know a whole lot about jewelry, but I know that if you know if you don't know if you don't have like a specific thing to clean it, I totally I don't mess with it unless I absolutely have to. Like if it's tarnished or something. But then, you have those people that like that kind of stuff too,
Yeah.
so it's kind of, Todd's showing something.
Bright silver polish.
Bright
Okay.
silver? Okay. Let me write that down. I'll forget.
Yeah. And then I go to Goodwill and I get a big old trash bag full of like old t-shirts for $5.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just cut them up and those are my cleaning cloths.
What type of shirts are those?
They're just t-shirts.
Okay.
Well, you could
Like-
probably have that if you find some, a stain or a hole on something, from Goodwill or whatever.
Yeah, I have a
You
couple of
know, yeah.
Well,
those. Okay, costume, bright silver.
yeah, I buy these off of eBay now.
Okay,
I
cool.
forget where I got my first bottle, but that's the best I've found for sterling. But I clean all kinds of jewelry with it. I don't do just, I do gold-plated stuff with it. I do,
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my fears, is tearing, messing it up somehow. So my luck, I would
Yeah.
mess it up. I'm like, what the crap?
full 3-star vision wear. What is full 3-star?
That piece that you held up, the brown one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. So that's vision wear with the waffle design. And it's like a $20 piece right there.
Oh, wow.
Really? Even without the lid? I couldn't find the lid. I might have the lid, but
No, I wouldn't even worry about it. If you don't have it, then you don't have it. But I mean, it definitely, if you had it, I mean, you could probably get at least 10 more bucks on it.
yeah, this
You know,
one's got a
if
chip on it right here.
though, but I think I'd almost list it anyways.
Yeah, I would.
Because if it's wanted, somebody will buy it, even though it's got a chip on it.
Pancake skillet.
That's pretty cool, though.
Yeah. I mean, definitely, I'll list all of that stuff if I can get it for free, because I know that it sells.
Yeah. Even if you just get a little bit off of it because it's free, it's just profit for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what do y'all do with like kitchen plate sets? Like there was a couple of
Plate
sets.
sets.
Yeah,
Look
like-
them up.
Look them
What,
up.
Lori?
I said if they're not worth anything, I use them for target practice.
I know. There's another thought.
Yeah,
Or just frustration, just walk out and
yeah. I mean, I will usually I have I've given plates and stuff like that to people that have just moved here and didn't have anything. And then last year I gave a bunch of that stuff away to somebody that had a fire.
Yeah.
So, you know, I mean, I don't like to just throw it away, but you know, I understand
If
why.
they're in good shape, I'll take them either to the church, Teresa's dad's church, for their rummage sale, or I'll donate them to the
Mhm.
thrift shop. But if they're in rough shape, I just
Yeah.
have fun with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some that you can sell as, you know, replacement pieces,
Mm-hmm.
depending on what it is. If it's just, you know, something that you get at Walmart or something, then probably not.
Well, let me go get a few of the pieces just out in my carport. Hang on, I'll
Okay.
show you
Yeah,
a couple of
yeah,
what
this
I got.
Yeah, like Sherry said, this time of the year, people are looking for like replacement pieces for like dinners that they're having because stuff that got broken or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, you can look them up and see if they're worth anything. If they are, I'd put them replacement pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's where Deb said that replacement.com. That's where I looked up a lot of my china. That's how we sold ours.
Yeah. I actually have actually 2 boxes of tea sets and stuff like that. I just, yeah, I don't like shipping it.
Oh, I don't either.
I
hate it.
I mean, it's not that I don't think I can get it there in one piece or something, but it's just, you know, just the stress of it. I don't like the stress of shipping it, you know, it's like,
I thought I
oh
was the only
my
person that did that.
God. Yeah.
I'm like, crap, just get there in one piece. Please, please, please.
I know how to wrap it to where it's not going to break, you know, unless somebody is, you know, trying to use it as a basketball or something. I mean, you know, then it should survive, you know, getting to this side of from this side of the country to that side of the country. But, you know, it's stressful. It doesn't matter. I just don't like that stress.
No, I don't either. We had a pampered chef that was in its original box, like with the styrofoam and everything around it. So I knew it's going to get there in one piece, no problem. The person whoever delivered it just took it and just threw it up to the lady's porch because only the bottom piece was broken. Everything else was perfectly fine. Oh, I was so mad. I was like,
oh my God.
I just want to go find who this person is and drop kick them sometimes.
Yeah, and you want to, I mean, it sucks because, like, what if it's something that you can't, you know, they can't get anywhere else.
Right.
You know, if you got the only one on eBay or whatever and they buy it from you, then they're screwed if it gets broken.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, it makes them out of it a couple of times instead of just once, you know what I mean? It sucks.
It does. I hate it, but I try. It's like those little porcelain dolls and stuff that I had got from that yard sale from that lady. I'm sitting there looking at them going, God, I like these, but do I really want to ship them? And if she showed me, I looked them up. I was like, okay, I'm getting these suckers. I'll just do it.
Yeah.
I'll go from it from then.
I mean, I could definitely sell it. I'm sure. I just, you know, it's in the garage. I know that it's going to be safe there until I can get to it or whatever. And so that's why I'm not really in a hurry to do it. But I know that I can sell it. You know, I know it's good pieces too, like from Japan and stuff. But you know, it's safe in the garage where it's at right now.
It just stays there.
I'm not itching to get it out of the garage anytime soon to list it.
Are you the same way? Yeah, I got a whole set of china. Well, not a whole set. I got plates. I got missing. I got one cup. I think I'm gonna list those this week as replacement pieces because it's coming that time of year. So I'm
Yeah.
trying to get all my jewelry taken pictures of so I can get it up on my Poshmark. So hopefully.
Brandon kills me sometimes. He just, he does the shipping and stuff, and I try to give him, insight on how to do things, how to wrap it, all of that. And sometimes he just does not want to listen to me, and does it his way or whatever. And I'm like, it's gonna get broke that
Yep.
way. So you need to listen to me. And I said, if it doesn't make it, you're gonna start listening to me.
Yeah. Hey, Maureen, and hey, Mike.
Oh, she got a job interview today. Where at? I thought you were working at the park or the boardwalk.
The boardwalk.
I think I did see Nikki sneak in here.
Yeah, she is. That is her sky.
That's her sky.
Yeah, she must have went in somewhere or something.
Probably quick trip. She's probably go pee or something.
Yeah. Probably. Oh no, she's driving.
Oh, okay. The sky's changing.
I just seen, yeah, I could see like electric wires and stuff as she's going. Hey there, Mike.
The crazy card. Whew, Lord.
Hank says the sky is moving, so I hope she's not currently peeing.
Well, there ain't no telling with Nikki. So.
That's the truth.
Nikki is kind of talented.
Mm-hmm.
You talking about me?
No, not you, not at all. Hey, what? We said that you were talented enough to pee and drive at the same time.
Yep.
Anybody can do it, you could.
Oh, man, I would pee all over myself.
How'd you do that not moving?
Yeah.
Hopefully soon I'll be able to do that.
Right? And you can show us the review.
Yeah.
Y'all so crazy. Oh, Lord.
Corel plate, is that worth anything?
That was like an older one.
Corel.
That's old.
Corel. I got a set of these bowls and cups and plates.
Have you been on that site, Todd? Replacements? Replacements.com. It has.
Well, I've heard about it. I haven't.
Yeah, it has all
researched it
kinds of the different kind of dinnerware and stuff, and the designs and stuff like that. So I would get on there and start researching that.
Yeah.
Brick oven. Stoneware.
Oh, yeah, that might be worth something.
What is it, Todd?
Brick oven.
Brick oven
Stoneware.
stoneware. I don't know.
Brick oven stoneware?
Mm-hmm.
And it's Corel?
No, it says brick oven.
Oh, it's not Corel. Okay. Because some Corel is worth it, but most of it is not.
It's got several of these Corningware things with the lip on it. I guess so you can take your soup and just.
Yeah.
Got a soup
brick oven.
slurper handle.
Brick oven stoneware is, what is the pattern?
I don't know. Look, it's Valerie.
Let me see the pattern, Todd. Hi, Valerie.
It's called
Hi.
Jardin Bleu. Jardin Bleu. Jardin Bleu.
Oh, yeah, I've just seen those.
Blue. Can I see it? What does it look like? Oh, that's
got
pretty.
flowers.
Let me see.
Flowers.
Is that a plate or is that the bowl?
That's a
Corn,
plate.
cornflower blue. Looks like.
It says JARDIN blue. Blue. Blue.
What size is it? Does it look like it's about 11 inches, maybe?
Oh my God.
Look, don't you start with me. I ain't one of your customers.
Yeah, 11 inches.
Okay, it runs about $11.99 on replacement.com.
Yeah. I didn't find any solds for that exact one, but I know like the Scandia Blue, one plate. That one plate? No, a set of 4 plates, one for $35. And then another one that's not the same. It's Birds and Flowers. That went for 3 plates for $20. So it's not like a home run, but
Corningware made in the USA.
you'd be able to sell it probably. Those
$50.
I don't know. Shipping this stuff is a pain in the ass.
Yes, it is.
Tell us how you really feel.
Hi, Valerie.
Hi. Hi.
It has returned.
Yep, I have returned. Yay.
Yay for us. I don't know about you, but yay for us. This says Vision. This is a,
That's cool.
Oh, that one's got the lid.
yeah, it's got the lid. Let's see.
Cool.
10.5 inches.
That's what he said.
Only about 2 inches.
He said, "You saw what you believe."
I'm back.
Kathy's back too.
Oh, good. Kath is back.
Yeah, it's back from the dead.
Oh,
Ooh.
I'm sorry.
Man, this stomach's gonna have a fight, so
Wow.
it keeps acting up. It's all right though. Now it's on to Jory. He's so delicate with that.
Crash room, crash room. Mhm.
Sorry.
Lucky it still got a lid.
Yeah.
He's done
Not
with
for long.
Oh.
You're
You
not
know I
going-
love you, Todd.
I love
Yeah.
me too. The
Ain't
feeling
that
is
sweet?
mutual. So, you tired from your flight and trip and unpacking? And
I'm tore up. I feel like I went on a drinking binge and
It wasn't a fun one.
no. But I'm doing okay. I'm hanging in there.
That's good.
Trying to
That's-
get a
that's
little
all.
shipping done.
That's called going on vacation.
I know.
Mm.
Mike used to say you need a vacation from your vacation.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. When I was out at that steam show, I was like, oh my God, I'm so tired. I want to go home.
Yeah.
It's fun to go, but it's nice to go home too.
It is. I mean I didn't want to come home, but
Yeah.
I'm good. I just gotta get back in the groove.
Yep.
This week's gonna be one of those crazy, wild weeks. So
Mm.
hopefully I can get it together.
yeah, you got your hearing coming up. You got all kinds of stuff happening.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta call the lawyer today, and he's gotta rehearse me.
I wish you
Yeah.
the best with all that.
Well, thank you. Me too. I'm ready to be done.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It's been a long time coming.
Oh, it's a long process, isn't it?
Yeah.
I never would have thought. Never would have thought it would take this
Mhm.
long.
Yeah.
But
It's really ridiculous how long it takes.
yeah,
Well, last year at this time, we were thinking that it was going to be done last year.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
And then it wasn't. And
Yeah.
we were like, and Valerie was saying something about, May or June of next year. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me?
Nope.
Wow.
yeah. I mean, I never would have thought that, because I think basically I think it was last August. I mean, I thought we were
Mhm.
moving forward pretty good, and I was pretty hopeful that by 2018 I was going to be out of the state,
Yeah.
basically. And yeah, and it looks, it's, I don't know. Hopefully, I mean, you just can't put a time frame on something like this. You got to just let it go.
Yeah.
Just so you know, my workman's comp case took 8 years.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, they'll drag
And
it out.
they weren't fighting it.
Oh my
They
gosh.
said yes, he was hurt on the job. They weren't fighting it. They started paying all my bills and everything. I didn't have any problems until the doctor said you're not going to be able to do this anymore, this job. Then they had to get an attorney and get into workman's comp insurance and all this other stuff,
Mhm.
or the workman's comp company. But when I was dealing with just FedEx,
Uh-huh.
right, I had no problems at all. But
Yeah.
then once we had to go to the other workman's comp place, then that's when I had problems and I had to get an attorney.
Yeah.
But yeah, it took between 8 and 9 years.
Wow.
Yeah,
But uh, you know, I know that it goes through the same insurance, but it's a different
Yeah.
it's a it's a different, we're talking about survivor benefits. We're not talking
Mhm.
about,
well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, mine was a easy case. They weren't fighting it,
right.
and it took that long. So if you
Yeah.
get this done now or
I'll
soon,
be doing
you'll be
doing
lucky.
good.
Yeah,
I should consider myself lucky
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
if that's what you want to call it.
FedEx Freight
Yeah.
wasn't fighting anything at first, so yeah, you
Yeah.
were pretty lucky actually.
Yeah. So, but just hopefully everything goes okay, and I'm just hoping that the insurance company, says, yeah, we'll pay you the whole thing, and which
No, they're
probably
not
is
gonna.
not going to happen, but
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, they like getting your money. They just don't want to give you no money.
They're
that's
not
right.
going to give you They're not going to give you anything unless the judge tells them to.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's
They're
gonna be
not
a
going to give you
while.
shit
Yeah.
unless it's like a bottom dollar. Then they might.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if uh, I really have to be prepared for, the kind of the long haul,
Yeah,
because
you do.
I told my lawyer, if they're not going to give us what we want, then we've already done 2 years. We'll just have to appeal it. We'll go through the judge. If she doesn't see it our way, we'll appeal it. And you know
But
that's
that's
why.
the hard part because they don't care how long it takes,
No.
No,
Nope.
so that the time is nothing to them
Yeah.
no.
But
because
I mean,
this
there
is
is,
just what they do,
yeah,
you
but
know?
there is a sense of, I mean, you've got to prove your case.
Yeah.
You've got to say, yeah, I mean, we're already paying her, so we've already really basically admitted to fault.
Yeah.
And, so yeah, I don't know. bleh, all that
Yeah.
yucky stuff.
The way it's so
Mhm.
fun.
We can change the subject if you want to. I was just.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine.
I would
Is it?
almost bet. I would almost bet that you're not going to win right away.
Yeah.
Because
I
even
I
if
I
they
kind of.
offer you, even if they offered you, you said your lawyer said that you're not going to probably get a settlement.
Right.
But even if they were to offer you a settlement, it still won't be enough. It'll be the lowest bottom dollar that they
Oh yeah.
possibly could offer you.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
my lawyer has said that I mean, we're not taking a minimal amount. We're going. He said my case is strong, and there is no reason why we can't
Yeah.
get the full amount.
Right.
So I mean, he's in it for
They
the
want
long haul. He's, you know, so
they want you to be hungry. They want to starve you
yeah,
out and want you to
yeah,
be hungry so that you'll take the
yeah.
stupidest
Yeah.
offer that they give you.
And I tell you, without eBay, I would be.
Yeah.
I'd be dead in the water.
Yep.
Mhm.
So thank goodness for eBay.
Yeah.
And that's the only way. That's the only way I've survived. I know my lawyer. He asked me. He said, "So how I get $902 a month from the insurance right now," and he's like,
Mhm.
"So that can't be enough to pay your bills." I said, "Well, it's not, but I said." I said I have other streams of income coming in, and he goes, "Well, what are you doing? Do you have a job?" And I said, "No, I don't have a job. I outside the home." I said, um I sell used clothes," and he's like, "What?"
Back on the what?
I said, "I sell used clothes." Right? He goes, "And that's how you survive. That's how I've survived for 2 years. So there
That
must be
sounds like the
something to that.
conversation I had with my
Yep.
attorney.
Go, buddy.
Don't
He
don't
asked
knock it.
my
Don't knock it till you try it. Maybe you need
Sure.
to walk in my
my
shoes a couple of days."
my attorney asked me one day, he goes, "Why'd you quit your job?" And I says, "Because," I says, "I make more money. All right, I make more money or I work for myself." That's what I said. And he goes, "Well, what are you doing?" And we were just having a little conversation. He wasn't like drilling me or anything.
Uh huh.
And I do estate liquidation. He goes, and I thought that would end it. Oh, what is that all about? What do you do there? I was like, crap.
Oh gosh.
I said, I buy people's crap and I sell it online.
Plain and simple.
Lord. I'm so bummed out. My daughter has my storage shed keys and she's not going to be back home until 1:30.
Oh no.
I really could get a lot of listing done before 1:30. I should probably go up and get them. What to do,
But
what to
yeah,
do.
that's a that's kind of a hassle because I have to go and my truck would probably make it, but I don't want to chance it. Not getting to the hearing and everything on time. So I have to borrow my mother-in-law's car, which I do the day before. And so, it's just a lot of things leading up to
Yeah.
that. So this week is going to be pretty much, shot at least until Friday.
Yeah.
So, and I'm sorry I didn't do a show this morning. I wanted to, but when I woke up, I felt like it was another season of Walking Dead.
There's no excuse. No, I'm just kidding.
I thought you'd be
Uh,
packing orders. Don't you have lots of orders
I
that were
I
made when you
do.
were gone?
I sold what did I sell? 35.
Yeah.
I
Good.
think my goal was 50. I didn't make my goal, but
Oh,
uh,
well.
the good thing is this is kind of interesting. Not that I'm not going to pack everything today, but the good thing is when I went to all my orders, I only had 3 that was absolutely had to be shipped out today.
Oh, that's good.
So I have a little bit of wiggle
Yeah.
room. So
Yeah.
that's nice. But I'm still gonna try and get everything shipped out today or tomorrow.
Well, that's why I always tell people when you put yourself on vacation, give yourself a couple of extra days
Yeah.
because you need that time to recoup
Yeah.
and to get caught up, get back into your life and get everything going again, so you don't have to like come home and start packing orders right then and there. I mean,
Yep.
unless you want to.
Hmm.
But yeah, you need give yourself an extra. I mean, you've already put yourself on vacation for a week or two. What's another couple days?
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. And I got to prepare myself for Friday because Friday I have I have 100 pounds of clothing coming to
God.
me.
100 pounds of
What did you
clothing.
wind up doing? Just FedExing it to
Yeah.
yourself?
Yeah. I
Oh,
FedExed
okay.
it to myself.
How
Oh, I have
much
a little
was it?
shipping.
Huh?
How much did you spend on shipping?
$80.
Ooh,
I
that's
I
okay
have
because
a
you got how many pieces?
What's that?
How many pieces of clothes did you get in the
Oh,
100 pounds?
actually, me and Julie we had a little bet going. I think I have probably 300 pieces.
So you got like a bunch of lightweight stuff then if it was only 100 pounds.
Eh, yeah, I mean there was a lot of scarves and there was a lot of bikinis and stuff like that, but there's also a lot of sweaters and um I don't usually do like jeans because they're just way too heavy.
Hmm.
But I found I did find a lot of good pieces. So and we went on Labor Day, and so we got um, half price
nice.
for one haul. So that was even better. And Julie is hooked. She's so hooked. She was trying to talk me into going yesterday morning before we went to the airport.
Oh,
Oh
geez.
God.
And I was like, and my luggage was already pretty heavy. And I was like, yeah, let's go. No, we better not. Let's go. So, but I'm glad we didn't
Is
because
she gonna start selling clothing then too, or
right now she just does that consignment thing with the baby
yeah,
clothes, and that really works out for her.
yeah,
Um, right now she has her own business where she makes she designs t-shirts and makes them, and so she's doing really well with that. And then she's going into the boutique. There's a lady in town that has a boutique, and um, Julie's going to be one of the vendors. Um,
mm-hmm.
and so she's doing that. So she does a little bit on eBay. She doesn't do a whole lot of clothes, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I mean she definitely sees the value in it, and
Yeah.
and that you can make money. So
Well, you
um,
said she was hooked, so I was wondering if she was hooked on buying for herself or if she's hooked on buying for like eBay to sell.
um, but like that's what she does is she just buys. She had a bunch of I think she had 4 bags of clothing, and we went I think a couple of times. She got everything situated, and we took that stuff to what is it, Once Upon a Child, and she got $70 out of that stuff.
Nice.
So and it's mainly just something to pay for the haul, and but it gives her a little bit of extra money.
Yeah.
And with a 3-year-old, I mean, she's kind of limited also,
Yeah.
you know. So, but yeah, she does a little bit on eBay. She does some hard goods some toys and stuff like that. But yeah. Pretty cool.
I'm glad you had a good time.
Yeah, we went to the zoo. We went to Fairy Tale Land. Went to the Bends 3 times.
Oh,
Went to a couple of yard sales. Then I guess it was Sunday. We went to the shooting range as a surprise. Her husband set it all up, and we got to shoot some guns, and so that was really nice. I love that. I'm like, yeah, I know where I'm going when I come here now.
That's fun, ain't it?
Oh, I
a
love
lot
it.
of aggression out.
I love it. Absolutely love it.
do you have to bring your own gun, or do they have a gun for you to use?
They have rental guns
Yeah.
there.
Oh,
A lot of them do.
Yeah, it's a really nice setup actually.
A lot of them will do that. That way you can pick out, like, especially with women, because a lot of them have like real bad recoil on them.
Mhm.
So they'll rent them out just so you can test, see which one maybe you want to use, and if they
Yep.
do, the classes there they rent them out that way too. It's just more to make money because people will sell their guns to them, and then they'll rent them out to other people.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, I love it. Oh, that's you talking. If you're mad about something or somebody, just go to the shooting range and just put you a thing up there and just picture that person on that target and go to town.
Yep.
You'll feel better.
That's a best therapy.
Target, not the person,
That's a best therapy. I tell you.
It really is.
If you are stressing right now, yeah,
Go.
go find you a gun range.
I know. You bet.
Honestly, I don't think I've ever been that mad at somebody where I thought about shooting them.
Well, you can always
Yeah.
you can pretend.
Somebody be mad at something.
Yeah,
Maybe
exactly.
punching them, but never shooting them.
Yeah.
Don't live with me for a day, Nikki.
Kathy will give you a reason.
Yeah, no. I just introduce you to some of my family.
Oh. But yeah, we went to shoot, and then we went to lunch. We had this whole day planned out for us, this last hurrah day, and then he took us. He wouldn't tell us the last surprise, so he took us to a tattoo shop.
Oh, cool.
And so Julie has her nose pierced. She wanted a hoop. I also wanted a hoop. And so he got us fitted for a hoop. So we both got. Well, it was cool. It was good. It was nice. So, but yeah,
That's
we
awesome.
had a great time. We really did. We had fun. And then of course, me and AJ hanging out and bonding, and as you guys seen that video where she didn't have a clue that I was coming, and that was awesome. And
I still haven't seen that.
you haven't? Okay, I'll have to send it to you.
Yes, please.
I will.
Because I looked on the Resellers Squad and I could not find it.
Well,
I thought it was just on her Facebook. Or was
Oh,
it?
maybe it is.
actually, I think it's on. Where is it? It may just be I don't know. I'll send it to you.
Okay. That'll be easier for me.
Be easier for me too.
Sally getting special treatment.
I'm pretty sure I put it on the Daily Hustle chat.
Okay, so maybe I just missed it or
That's a
something.
lot to look through. Yeah, because she never goes back and reads the chat.
Oh, stop it. Yes, I do.
Sometimes it's hard when you wake up. There's like 50 messages you have to go back and read.
But seriously, sometimes like I'm sleeping and stuff, and it's going da-ding or da-ding, 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 da-ding. And I'm like, I'm never going to get any sleep unless I mute these people.
Y'all.
I slept at 3 o'clock this morning. I slept right through that ding, 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 because I had my
yeah.
phone right next to my head. But I remember waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I fell asleep listening to Nevermore Antique Show, and they were still chit chatting. And then finally, I was just like, screw it, and I shut it off. And I fell back to sleep, which I never do that. When I wake up, I'm usually awake. But I was really tired last night, and I didn't go to bed till like 1:30. And so I shut them off, fell back to sleep. Well, I don't remember at 3, I think it was like 3:15 or 3:17 or something. I don't remember hearing those dings from Messenger. So
And
I
then
must have
Bridget was
been
going off at 4:30.
well, that's what I'm
She
talking
was
about. It was like 3:17 my time.
she was bored at the airport this morning
Oh
and
gosh.
waiting for her flight, and so I was talking to her.
That's what I'm talking about. Is that it was at
Oh,
like
that
3:15 my
that
time.
was 4:30. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's funny.
and then I went to bed at 5:30.
Yay.
I was really hoping I would be able to get up and do the show, but it just was not happening this morning.
Are you working on your shipping?
I've gathered things up.
Yeah.
I haven't shipped them yet.
Then you go get Ringo today, huh? And
Yeah.
Elvis,
Yep, I gotta go get them.
go get your
Hair a
boys.
little bit. Yeah, get them home, get them situated.
Oh, they're gonna be happy to see you.
They're gonna be
Mhm.
ecstatic. They're probably gonna forget who I am.
No.
No.
Who's this lady?
Oh my God, when we came home the other day, my Willow, of course, didn't want anything to do with me. She just wanted daddy. And the whole day, she just didn't want to do anything with me. She just stayed by daddy. Well, Lugnut, I mean, he went totally ape shit. My husband opened the door, and Lugnut didn't even acknowledge him, and he ran right to me.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they were pretty excited.
Yeah, I'm sure the dogs will be. I'll have to tell her, make sure you bring out one at a time, because Elvis is thick and he's kind of heavy.
Mhm.
And he'll jump on me, and he can actually leave some pretty good what do you call it, scratches on me. So
Oh,
Now tomorrow, Valerie, are you gonna start the I mean, I should be home by then, but I have to go get my boobies squished at 7:30 in the morning.
Oh,
oh,
fun.
okay.
So I might be I mean, I should be home by then, but who knows what's going to go on, you know.
I should be able to start the
The
challenge.
challenge.
Yeah, I should be able to do that.
Because I was thinking if I'm not feeling any better, I might just I might call and try to get an appointment for tomorrow for this stuff that's going on. You
Yeah.
know.
is it still rolled over from that one day?
What this sinus thing?
No, the money.
Oh, the money.
Oh, the money. Yeah. I sent Valerie the money last night.
She's like, get it out of my PayPal. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want the responsibility. Here, you
I'm
have
like,
hot potato.
Yep. I'm like, I'm gonna send you this money because I just want it out of my PayPal. Well, because there's a lot of times like Brandon will get up before me or whatever, and he'll just like take everything out of my PayPal and go buy groceries and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And doesn't wouldn't even think about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was. it's just different, you know, whenever you have other people's money in there. It's like, I can't do that right now.
There's a sense of responsibility that you have to. I have to be responsible. I don't want to be an adult.
Well,
I
that was
know.
when I had the ticket money in there. I was like, oh man, don't be careful. And I told my husband, I said, there's this much money on there for the ticket. Do not take anything off beyond,
Yeah.
that is the ticket money.
Yep.
Oh.
He doesn't usually spend off the PayPal card unless I tell him to. He knows that I need to save that money for shipping and stuff like that, you know.
Well, I mean, Brandon does usually too, but he'll look at my account, make sure I don't need to ship anything, and then he's like, "Oh, good to go," you know?
Yeah.
Well, you're rich.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
Oh,
sent.
we got money. Let's go spend it.
I sent that to you, Sally.
Okay, thank you.
I think I did.
I think I seen it.
Okay.
Oh, there's a fly in my truck. It's driving me crazy. Why can't the flies just die?
Time to die, fly.
Well, the thing is when they die, that means it's cold. It's gonna be winter. So I don't know what I would. I think I can put up with the flies as long as it's nice, though, right? I'm not ready for winter.
God dang, Valerie, I admire you. You're just tougher than me. I would still be in bed trying to recover.
Yeah.
Traveling
I
like
mean,
that just wipes me out.
yeah. I mean, literally, I actually got there. I think I was there at 10:15. And I know it sounds crazy, but it was 10:15, and I was too early to even check in my bags. You can't check the bags in until 4 hours prior to your flight. So I was there basically 4 hours early.
Oh.
But it was good. I mean, I I hate to rush. I was always the same way about going to work. I would get there sometimes an hour before it was time to go to work, and I just, you know, sit in my car, do eBay, you know. I don't like to rush. Don't like it. So,
See, I do my
Valerie's
best
knocking
work
on
when I'm
the door
rushing.
like she's the cops or something.
I do my best work when I'm in a hurry.
I get flustered really, really quick if I'm that's why I was saying I don't need to go to the bins, like before I'm going to on the plane and everything. Yeah, I don't need to do that. So, um, I just didn't want to end up stressed out. So, yeah, I mean, it gave me time. I got to smoke. I went in. I got a drink. Um, kind of hung out there for a minute, and then I was good. I was good.
Aw, that was a good video.
Yeah, I'm proud of myself. I am not a every event take a video type of person. I am not that person. I'm good to get a picture, you know. And Julie is like, she's a videographer, photographer. I mean, everything that happens, you got a picture for it, or she has a picture for it. So
Mm-hmm.
that that for me was, that was big.
Yeah, you did good.
So it was a great surprise for her, and we were just happy that she didn't catch on. So,
Yeah.
because we thought for sure she knew. But all right, I gotta get some work done. I get some shipping done. Sally, I still need to mail your package.
Oh, get to it, lady.
I know. I need to do that. I need to do that. I remembered it when I was in California. I was like, dang it. I didn't send you a package. I need to get that to you.
Not that you have so many that you have to ship today or anything. Just add one more to the bunch.
Hey, make that a priority, Val. That's right. Okay. I need to get serious. We went to, what was that place called? Lucille's Barbecue, something or another. So they had planned on having, because is that my birthday? I think it was my
so.
birthday.
Yeah.
And so they had planned on having, them sing happy birthday to me and everything. And so he mentioned it to the waiter, and so he brought my cake to me. He goes, I'm a server, not a singer. And I was like, I'm thinking to myself, you're a jerk.
Yeah.
I said, you're not a singer. And he goes, no, if I was a singer, I wouldn't be here. I was like, okay,
oh my God.
It was funny, but it was rude. So
Yeah.
I didn't really know how to quite, I didn't like the fact that he didn't sing though. I thought that was pretty,
Yeah.
not very good, but anyway. And so I think it was
I would have said, you're bringing my cake. You're singing.
Right.
So the kids sung to me, and they had bought me a cake, and I think it was like 2 or 3 days after, because it just didn't. Their weekends are so filled up, like they just run constantly. I mean, it's just a running game, And so it was a couple of days later, and they lit the candle, and we cut the cake and everything, and AJ thinks anytime anybody's having some birthday cake and there's a candle that it's his birthday. So he's saying to him, he's like, happy birthday to me, and he wants to blow out the candle. Well, I forgot that. So when it was, they lit the candle or whatever, and I blew him out, he started crying.
Oh.
Oh no.
So they had to relight the candles and let him blow them out.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So, but he's 3. What do you expect?
Yeah.
That's
That's what you do for grandbabies.
that's right. That's right.
And did you all see Valerie's shirt, the Grandma shirt?
I know. I love that. That is so cute.
Isn't that so cute? I was like, that is awesome.
Julie made that for me.
Yeah, she's got some talent with that.
She definitely does. She can whip up a shirt in no time. She has a good eye for that.
Yeah. Todd, you're out of bounds.
Sally, your phone's going off.
Oh.
Todd's out of bounds.
Oh,
Now
it's
let's go. Y'all having a competition over here.
Somebody else.
Lori.
Central Station. Can I
I'm getting a call. I'm getting a call from Peru. Really?
Peru? What in the world?
Jeez.
Can't wait to hear the voicemail on that one.
Valerie says, Valerie!
Valerie! Valerie! Valera! Valera!
Valerie.
My uncle used to sing that to me.
Who?
Uncle Don.
Oh.
Don and Mildred.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I need to put this jewelry away. Oh, those are cute. And get some packaging done.
Mm-hmm. Me and Brandon had like 8 to do yesterday. I thought I was gonna die.
Well, when you're not used to it, when you're
It
not
only
used to
took
doing
like
that.
it took like an hour
Yeah.
to find everything and put the bubble wrap on it and all that good stuff. And
Yeah.
we always go through the thing of, is it cheaper to ship like this or is it cheaper to ship like this? Because we do the regional boxes and,
Mm-hmm.
So we have to, look at that and, it's sometimes a little bit time consuming doing it that way, but we, if we can make shipping money on the shipping, we will.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I gotta get this. Get these stars out of my eyes here for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, I missed you too, Val. Yep, I heard that song. And then they've got Amy Winehouse sings the song Valerie, which I love. I love that song too. I love Amy Winehouse. But she has a good Valerie song too.
You did love her
Mm-hmm.
when she was alive.
Yeah.
Which brings us to 9/11.
Mm.
We will always remember.
Yep. I'll never
I'll
forget
always
it.
remember.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of the biggest things of the decade, or since we've all been alive. That's one of the most traumatic things that's happened to a lot of people, and I told myself I would not forget what I was doing that day when I heard about it, and I haven't.
Yeah, my son called me and told me, he goes, this happened 17 years ago. I was like, yeah. He goes, do you remember how old me and his youngest brother was? He was 11 years old and my youngest son was 9 years old.
Mm.
I was like, I didn't even think about that back then, that was 9/11. I was
Wow.
like, good Lord, I didn't even think about it. But he was like, that's so crazy. But I remember exactly what I was doing that day. And it's just that you can never forget that horror.
No.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough. You know, and with all the crazy stuff that's going on in the world today, you know, with all the controversy crap, you know, let's stop and let's think about what really truly matters in the world and what we
Yep.
lost.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and that's one of those things. Even if you weren't directly affected by it, you
Mm-hmm.
still were affected by it.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah. I mean, we lived in California at the time, so I mean, we were far away from that, you know, a whole country away. But
Yeah.
it still affected. I think it still affected us, even though we were far away, you know, because it was like a whole country. The whole country was like, I don't know. We were very united
Hmm.
for, you know, for a good 2-3 years. It was like that.
Yeah.
Um, you know, you'd see a lot of flags out on porches and,
Yeah.
you know, and all of that. You know, people would have flags on their vehicles and, you know, I mean, I can remember exactly what, like, to detail
Yeah.
what exactly we did that morning. And and it was kind of weird because um like like we would always take the kids to school,
Yeah.
and we would always listen to the we listened to a lot of like Christian rock at that time. So we had this one channel that we liked to listen to, but it also had, you know, like morning news things thrown in.
Yeah.
And for some reason, like, we listened to that every morning on the way taking the kids to school. And that morning, for some reason, we did not turn the radio on.
Oh.
And so we took the kids to school and everything, and then we stopped at a gas station for coffee, and Valerie actually worked there. And so we went in for coffee, and there's TVs in there. And I saw people staring up at the TV in the corner, and I'm like, you know, wondering what's going on. And Valerie was like, "Did you hear about this?" And I'm like, "What is it?" And she said somebody ran into the two towers with a plane. And and I'm like, you know, I was just shocked. And we stood there and, you know, watched TV at the gas station for probably a good hour and a half. And because they were, you know, they kept replaying the video and everything. And then, you know, they were talking about, you know, how it could be um Osama bin Laden, you know, how it could be, you know, different things with Al Qaeda. You know, that was like before really Al Qaeda was even brought up.
Yeah.
But you know, they were, you know, linking those two together, you know, and all of that. And we're just like, how can something, you know, this is really like one of the first times, you know, in our lives that something like this has happened,
Yeah.
you know, to where, you know, there was, you know, such a really bad terrorist act. And it was very shocking and traumatizing to us, even though, you know, we weren't really, you know, really affected by it, you know, with, you know, how New York was affected by it.
Right.
You know,
Well,
I mean,
every day we see these,
we were dealing with nothing compared to what they were dealing with, you know.
we see these stories on the news about what goes on overseas and stuff, but you don't ever
Mhm.
actually think it's going to happen here because we're we're coddled. We're you know we're protected. We don't have these problems over here. You
Right.
know,
Mhm.
not to that extreme. And
Right.
so you don't think about that it could happen. I'll be right back.
Okay. Well, I really liked how the country pulled together, y- you know, after that. And, but then, you know, it kind of did fall apart a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, not even a little bit, a lot.
A
It,
lot.
it fell apart a lot.
Well, I know I didn't pay attention, like the Osama bin Laden and all the all that stuff overseas. I didn't pay attention to it really, and then that happened, and that just kind of gave you a sense of awareness of you're not as safe as everybody thinks that we are. That you are. Yeah, you're safe to a point, but how safe really are you? In the end, I mean, it's not a whole lot you can do about it, but it made me more aware of what was going on in other countries and paying attention to our government and paying attention to everything else in our life.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just, I think that was a lot of mine too. We were sitting I was at a casino at work watching it. The way they made it out, the first one hit, they just thought it was a plane got diverted or something. And then all of a sudden you watch this other plane. We watched that second plane fly into that sucker, and
Mm-hmm.
that's an eye opener. And I heard someone the other day on one of the news things say, "Oh, y'all just need to get over it." What? Okay, no, that's just something you don't get over. Just because you don't know about it, you need to learn about it. And I think that's something that everybody needs to be taught.
And it's crazy because there's so many different like conspiracy theories about how it was faked and stuff like that. And if people had access to technology that we have now today, then possibly it possibly could have
Yeah.
been. But and like I do believe that there's other things that have happened that were, kind of like faked, but I don't really think that they could have done that.
No.
I don't think it would have been possible, and would have it would have been too easy to screw up, some because with something like that, like people have places and parts and things that they're doing, and somebody would have screwed up, like and it would have been, you know, it would have been broke loose, a long time ago.
All right.
But I just, I don't think I don't believe it was faked.
Grandma Magic Classic said she's seen on Facebook where they're not posting the remember posters anymore in the schools because it upsets people. Really? Well, it should. I'm sorry. I'm listening.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I I hate to say it, but like they're so, just like Nikki said, we're coddled,
Yeah.
but like that's even making it worse. I mean, okay, yes, you don't want somebody to have, like go into breakdown mode or anything like that, but it's gonna happen. Why not embrace it, kind of, you know what I mean? Like, maybe they need to feel that loss, and that hurt, that other people felt, at that time. But yeah, it's hard to say, this is how it should be, because then, other people think, I mean, there's always, a debate about stuff like that.
Well, it's like Sherry said, it's history. I mean, why are we trying to erase history? Why are we trying to stop people to understand
Yeah.
history?
Yeah.
It is what it is. I mean, it happened. It's something that was major
Yeah.
that happened. Just like the gun things that happen in all these schools. They want to continue to remember that. They want you to harp on that. Well, why not harp on something that actually affected millions and millions of people? Not saying that the guns don't, but you know what I'm saying? It's kind of don't stop trying to take history away, because you take history away, then you have kids that don't understand why we stand for what we stand for.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's just my thought. Okay, I'm off. Go ahead. I'm done.
Ooh.
Great, sister.
My soapbox.
Oh man. Yeah. It's just, it's hard to talk about that, because there's, a lot of people that have different feelings about it and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But You know, I just feel like we should be closer as a country. I really do. You know, and you know, on that day, you know, me and my husband were at, you know, I had a different husband at that time, but um he he was in a good place at that time, and we got along at that time. And when after we got out of the store, you know, we stopped watching TV and stuff and talked to Valerie a little bit longer, and then we left. Um, we went and we gave blood, and it started a thing for us. I gave blood for a good 10 years after that regularly, and that was the reason. That was one of the reasons why, was because of 9/11. You know, but I just felt like, you know, at least I could do that from this far away. You know what I mean? That's what I was at. But people don't feel like that anymore. They don't feel inclined to help out, you know, help people out, you know, in different parts of the country and stuff. You know, like just like the hurricanes and stuff like that, you know, if it, you know, causes destruction or whatever. I mean, there's only, I know that there's only so much you can do, but you know, people can give blood and, you know, stuff like that, and, you know, gather blankets or whatever, or, you know, send
Well,
money. And
if people are able to, they should give blood all the time, no matter if there's a crisis or not.
Yeah.
I
Because
agree.
the blood banks are always in a crisis, always.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I've always given blood on a regular basis.
Brandon tries to be regular. I can't because I have low iron anymore. I can't. And I
Like I
take.
said, if you can, that's one little thing that you can do for society.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Brandon's O negative, so his blood helps a lot of different people because they can use it for different types or whatever. And so he tries to be really regular about that, you know, because he knows it helps.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, that's, you know, a lot of people are always like, how can I make a difference in the world? That is one way that you can make a difference in the world. Go and give blood regularly if you can. I mean, obviously, there's people who can't, but yeah, if you can, it's just a small token of just a small thing of what you can do.
I actually felt better whenever I did it. If I was like late doing it or something, I felt like I needed to, because it kind of like, I felt like it kind of refreshed my system a little bit because my body had to remake that blood. So, you know, that's it made me feel better. I'll be right back. I gotta pee.
I feel lighter when I give blood.
It's hard.
Back to the unity thing. And not to get political, not to say anything against Trump or Hillary or anybody else political, but we really need, as a country that is constantly fighting with each other right now because of all the political stuff going on, we really need to stop and think about how we all came together as a country back then and was, you know, united, and we weren't fighting and we weren't at each other's throats, and people were taking off from work and going and helping these people in New York, and people are out giving blood so that they were doing their part, sending off food and supplies, or doing whatever they possibly could to help our fellow United States people, whatever you want, Americans. I couldn't think of the word.
Yeah.
But we weren't at each other's throats. We weren't, you know, I mean, the country was in a different state back then.
Yeah.
We all liked each other. You know, we weren't, back then when a president got elected, we weren't fighting with each other over it. You know, I mean, not everybody wasn't. But now it's like, I mean, it's like cutthroat, you know?
Yeah.
And people need to remember how we were united at times like that and how we should be united, because something like that could very well happen again.
Yep.
You know, that happened during a time when we really didn't have much to worry about at the time. And now we have a lot more threats out there, and, you know, so it could very well happen again.
Yep. Well, once you do that you're dividing the country among itself. You become so weak that you become easy to attack at that time, because what they do is they see all this as weakness, and that's vulnerability, and that's when they come into attack. You know, us not being united and coming together. Rather, what your political views are. Stop trying to beat something down whenever we need to build everything up in order to make us a stronger country. We can't be a strong country when we're steadily eating each other the way that we are today. And it's just craziness to me.
Yeah, over who was elected. I mean,
yeah, who cares? See, he was elected. Let's move on. Let's keep on going. We got a country to run. You know, as long as we're all safe and I can go to bed at nighttime, my grandkids can go to bed at nighttime, and the world is safe and they can wake up tomorrow to a new day, I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
You know, and that's just crazy that we have to continue to be this way, and it shouldn't. You know, and that's what makes me mad a lot of times. It's just like stop the stupidity, because stupidity makes us weak and vulnerable, and that's just, it irritates me. But me again, political. It's like the stupid. I don't watch football anymore. I used to, but the Kaepernick crap. That Kaepernick crap is just, it needs to stop. All of it does.
No.
You know.
I remember back in the day, I mean, when presidents were elected, we just said, oh, shit, well, we'll move on, you know?
Yeah.
Because honestly and truly, I mean, everybody knows that I do not like Trump. I can't stand him. I hate him. I can't. But he's my president, and we accept him.
Right.
I have to accept him. He's my president. But honestly and truly, Trump, Hillary, any of those, Bernie, no matter who we get into office, they're all going to screw up and they're all going to do good.
Exactly.
They always do some good. They always do some bad. No matter who we get in there, you know. Yep. And honestly, it's not the president making all the decisions. The president really does not have that much power. So stop being pissed off at who we vote in for president.
I know. He has to have other people he runs stuff through.
It really wasn't to be a political talk.
It's crazy. It's just like, I don't know. I don't know. It's just, I used to remember when people used to be proud to be Americans and live in this, you know, country. Now it's just kind of like, a lot of them want to attack it. You know, like, why do you live here then?
I mean, I live in an area where, okay, Duluth is like a place that could be attacked because of our huge shipping industry here and our mining industry. It's only a small town compared to like LA or New York or something. We only have 90,000 people. But still, because of our industry, we are a target. And I hope and pray that this country is united enough to help us out if something was to happen. Because it could happen anywhere.
It could.
You know?
It really could.
I mean, I always talk about we don't get tornadoes, we don't get hurricanes, we don't get wildfires. So, usually we don't need help from anybody for natural disasters. But really and truly, terrorists could attack us because of our industry.
Yeah.
And I just hope that the United States is still united where they could help out the people in this area if need be.
Yep.
Because we all did our part to help people out in New York, you know. And human decency. I mean, I know everybody's at each other's throats right now and stuff. And I truly believe that if there was some kind of attack like that or something that happened, I really truly believe that human decency would come into effect. You know.
I think so too.
And we would be united again, but we just need to remember that kind of stuff. You know, be good to each other. Just don't hate each other because of stupid shit.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Stupid shit that we can't control. You know?
Yes. Yeah,
really,
and you know,
everybody says every vote counts. It really doesn't, because we don't even make that decision either.
No.
So it's all completely out of our control. So just leave it be.
Thing is that we have given a lot of stupid people a voice because they can now, go, oh, did I get a, oh, it's a message. So they can get on news sites and stuff and comment on sites, and they get, you would be amazed if you go on to like a New York paper online and just, it doesn't even matter the it doesn't even, oh, somebody's asking me to sell speakers. Okay, so sorry. So it doesn't even matter what it's the issue is about. They will get into heated discussions over anything and make a big deal out of nothing, and it usually has to do with someone getting too butthurt about things, and stuff that they don't even, it doesn't even pertain to them, but because they have a voice and they're able to express it, they're gonna do that and make a big deal about it, and possibly there's probably going to be somebody that's going to debate with them, and I kind of feel like that's kind of a little bit of for our technology age, that people are just able to argue about stupid stuff, and that that goes completely against it goes completely against being able to get along with each other and help out your fellow man and stuff like that. Just doesn't, those two don't mesh.
That's it too.
Oh, look at YouTube gave us idiots a voice. So
True.
So yeah, 9/11.
There's Todd.
yeah, there's a way to kill the conversation.
We were in first period classes.
Oh yeah, you were a teacher then.
Oh wow.
High school, and so all the classrooms were hooked into the closed circuit TV system. So in the high school and the middle school, we just turned on the news. Everybody just sat and watched. And boy, that second plane hit, and it was just a collective gasp in the whole building. And then sometime right around or before noon, we sent out messages to parents and got the buses ready and took the kids home. About noontime, we were done with that school day, and you spend the rest of the day with your family, and we'll see what happens going into tomorrow. So
yeah, because at the time we had no clue if that was the first of many attacks or what was going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when you started hearing about the other planes crashing and all kinds of stuff. It's like, what in the world?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That was a rough day.
The other flight that went down in the field, and the one that hit the Pentagon. Yeah. So.
Anthrax was another big one. That was a very scary ordeal also.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about that.
You know, him describing how it was in the classroom. I remember that when I was in, I think I was in 6th grade. It was either in
What?
4th or it was in 6th.
For
Anyways,
what?
it was for the space shuttle blew
Yeah,
up.
we watched that too. That was, oh my
Yeah.
God.
I
Yeah.
remember that morning. Woofda.
I
Yeah.
was in 6th grade.
Oh, I don't remember.
Now my wife teaches 11th grade English, and only 1 or 2 of her students who were behind a year, I guess, were even alive during 9/11. So
Yeah.
as time has passed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, now it's in the history books.
Yeah, I tried to get somebody from where I used to live to go to my elementary school. I talked to people about it for a couple of days, but nobody responded to me. It's California. They're all about themselves over there. I swear. So, doing their own thing and too busy with their own lives to do anything, you know what I mean? So I tried to get somebody to go to my elementary school and take a picture of because I remember in the 6th grade, we had um, raised money through fundraising to put a plaque in like the garden part of our school for the people that was on that space shuttle. And I wanted somebody to take a picture of it for me, but nobody has. And I can't find it online.
Huh.
So I'm actually wondering if it's still there.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
wondering if maybe they dug it up or something and got rid of it. I don't know. Ugh. My throat
Speaking of
is
pictures
shit.
online, I don't want to change the subject, but pictures online. My dad is being sold on a picture of my dad is being sold on Amazon.
A what?
A picture of
Okay.
my dad.
Really?
Yeah, from like 1981.
Oh my God.
Yeah. It's a
Why?
picture in the newspaper article of him on the steam engine.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go buy it. Put it in a frame and give it to him.
How much is it?
It's like $10 plus like $3 shipping.
Huh.
Yeah. I was like, look at how important you are, Dad. You're being sold on Amazon.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Anyways, I didn't mean to change the subject. I thought it was pretty cool that my dad's being sold on Amazon.
I'm still here. I'm just listing. Or not
Okay.
listing. I'm not listing. Not listing.
Shipping.
I'm packing.
Okay.
But let's see.
We missed you too, Pickwood Joy. Good to see you.
Hey, Martha.
I'm still here too. I'm just shoving my face full of pizza.
Oh, that's what I wish I was doing.
I'm sorry that my voice is so awful right now.
It's not bad.
Okay.
It's not bad.
We're used to it. It's not just right now.
Oh, thanks.
I did not say that.
Thanks, Nikki. I love you too.
Well, somebody had to cheer up this conversation. Jesus, I'm starting to get depressed over here.
I'm sorry. Yay, party.
Party.
Jim and Tara. Where's Jim and Tara?
They're never around anymore.
They're lurking.
They're lurking
They're-
somewhere.
Yeah, they
they're
listen, but they never come on anymore.
Yeah. They're too good for us.
I just roll like that.
You know, they've hit the big time. They forgot where they came from.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it.
Hopefully you hear this in the background. You pop on here in a minute.
We lost some good ones.
Usually some trash talk, Tara will hop on. So
Yep. Yep.
That's great, Valerie. Valerie says it's okay, Sally. I just figured you were on dope or something.
that is wonderful.
Thanks, because I do dope all the time, but actually, I'm a little bit. I'm a little bit. I'm nipping today.
Are you nipping on Pepto or what?
Nipping on the Robitussin.
Doing the Sears Earls.
Sipping on gin and juice right there, huh?
I don't have any Pepto right now, so if I had Pepto, I would definitely use that as a chaser for the cough syrup.
Oh my gosh.
Jesus.
Oh my gosh.
I thought of you the other day. I wasn't feeling real well because I was out in the goddamn wind, out in that South Dakota wind. Oh my God. Anyways, and my throat was all sore and I just was all congested from all the dust flying around. And so I went to Walmart that night and I got some Alka-Seltzer Cold, effervescent. And that always makes me feel better. And so I feel like, oh my God, I'm like Sally.
Thanks.
Thanks.
I actually bought me a bottle and it lasted 2 days.
Oh wow.
Must have been a big bottle.
The other no, it was a little one. But it
like one with the handle, you know,
Yeah.
and
no,
washed out.
no. But like I was at work and I went to the dumpster to throw stuff away and somebody put fish in there. And
Gross.
I mean, I was far away from the dumpster and I could smell it. And I'm like, I am going to lose my shit.
They put what in there?
Fish, because there's a river that runs directly behind our store. And so people will it's a nice piece of land. It's really nice where our store sits. So people will go back there and fish and stuff. And then, if they clean their fish right there, what?
I thought you were saying a nice piece of ass.
I know.
Oh. No.
Say that.
I know exactly what she was
God.
laughing at.
It sounded just like you were going to say that.
I know.
Nice piece of land. A nice piece of land. So,
but unlike these assholes, I was just going to leave it alone.
So anyways, they'll clean their fish or whatever right there and throw it in the dumpster. And then, I mean, our dumpster gets emptied like twice a week, but if it gets warm, it's yucky for, a couple of weeks or whatever. I lost my shit. I threw up and my stomach just felt upset. And usually I just go over there and whenever I'm coming back, I just gag the whole way. So I'm like, whoa, it's just awful. Like I don't have a strong stomach anymore.
No.
And I mean, I used to change freaking adult diapers. Come on, I mean, I could clean up everything, throw up and phlegm, and it didn't matter. It didn't matter. Blood, blood, piss, shit, whatever. It didn't matter, and it took a lot to gross me out. But now it's like, the smell. It's the smell, and I can't do it.
I stepped away for a minute. What's this about Sally fishing for ass or something?
No.
fish asses or something.
She was trying to say a nice piece of land, but it was a nice piece of land.
Yeah.
We know what's on Sally's mind drinking that syrup over there. Go ahead and take another swig, Sally.
Oh, come on. You guys love it.
Yes, we do.
I'm about
Yes,
checked on
at
my
least-
garlic knot.
At least I didn't
Oh,
shit
oh.
myself. That's right. Yeah. But I mean, yeah, so I was like my stomach was upset for a couple of days there, so I was nipping on the Pepto. Definitely.
Oh, Lord.
It was yummy. I have to tell y'all, there's a really good, I don't know, if you like weird stuff, like watching weird stuff like on Netflix and stuff, there's a guy called Darren Brown. It's DERRENBROWN. And he has a show called Push, and it's really interesting. He's like a mind reader type guy, but he also uses like cues and stuff to be able to read people. And he's a hypnotist. He's kind of like that psychological I don't know. Anyways, he's really cool, and he does a lot of different things. But that show is really cool, and it's a good story. Sherry says, I'm laughing so hard. I love you, demented people. Valerie says, oh, Sally, any excuse you can find to get a swig of Pepto. That's true. Like, it actually has to be pretty bad for me to buy a bottle, because we sell it at my store. It has to be bad for me to buy a bottle because it's like this big, and it's like $7 because we're a convenience store. So, it's a lot of money. That big of a bottle I could probably buy for $3 at Walmart, but I don't buy the big bottles because it wouldn't last me long. And I would probably take too much, those little bottles, like the little bottles are so little that like I could do that whole bottle in one day, and it's less than the amount that they say that do not take more than so much in 24 hours or whatever. So it's not like I'm overdosing on Pepto.
Is that even possible?
I don't think so, but it says on the bottle, do not take more than this amount to within the time frame of 24 hours or whatever.
Whatever they have it at Costco in big condiment pump style.
Oh my God. I'd be in heaven.
Oh my God.
I love the taste of it. And the only thing I really like peppermints and stuff like that too. So like actually I might have Brandon go to the dollar store, the Dollar Tree for me today, and get some sugar-free peppermints, and they have the puff ones.
Mm-hmm.
I love those. But they don't take, but they don't last me very long. Valerie says that she likes the taste of vanilla kaopectate, and she doesn't drink it because she would be so stopped up she would likely die. Well, I'm glad that you don't do that, Valerie. That would be bad for you. Excuse me.
No, we're not doing that this morning.
Nope. Not today.
No.
Hank says, "What that?"
So I just messaged my mailman to come and pick up these packages. I know he's already came by, and he's probably like, damn it, she's back. Said if you're coming back through, can you pick these up? I haven't got a response yet.
Uh-oh.
He's like, screw you, lady.
Pretty boots, huh?
Yeah, those are nice.
Good winter boots.
I found I don't know if it's ceramic. It might be ceramic, but it has like a metallic paint on it, and it's an owl. It's a really nice owl, and so I put that in one of my packages that's coming.
I gotta send it to me.
No.
You could if you wanted to.
I collect owls. I like owls, so.
I like owls too.
I'm sending it to me. It's in my Friday delivery.
But it's my birthday next.
I know. Actually, it's Jonah's birthday next.
I meant between you and me. I did. That's why I didn't include anybody else.
Okay. Yeah, your birthday is next year. It's still first. It's before mine.
Yep.
Yeah. And you'll be like 50, and then I'll turn 50.
Shut the hell up.
I can't believe I'm 49. Oh my gosh.
I can't believe I'm in my 40s.
Oh, hush. I can't believe I'm like getting out of my 40s. I'm on my way out.
Yeah.
I'm on my way.
All downhill from here, Valerie.
I know.
Gonna jump over that hill.
Shit, I think I've already went down the first hill.
I'm 40.
There's more than that.
My husband's gonna be 49 this year too in December.
Oh wow.
Hank gave me a good idea. Can you send the owl to Jonah?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the owl is in the mail. Oh, look at you, Kathy. She said she just turned 50 yesterday. Quit your complaining.
Well, happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Why didn't Facebook tell me? You should have told us. Everybody, if you have a birthday, let me know, please.
I don't have any more. I quit having them.
Well,
yeah.
Then your birthday is gonna be on. Let's see what we get a birthday for you. March
for you.
March 15th.
March 15th?
That's the Ides of March.
Okay. Well,
Julius Caesar was killed.
What?
You know that? Roman
I'll keep my birthday. Never mind. I'm June 11th. We'll keep June 11th.
When's your birthday?
June 11th. June 11th.
June 11th. Okay.
I'm a Gemini.
I'm a Cancer.
Well, I'm not even close, dang it. I was hoping to get close.
Maureen's a Saturday, she said.
Okay. She shares it on her personal.
He's not.
Freaking liar.
If you're buying me something, it's today.
June. What is your birth? Your birthday's June 24th.
Mine, June 27th.
June 27th. Okay, I was off a few days.
Maureen's was Saturday.
Yep.
Happy birthday, Maureen.
Happy birthday. Saturday,
Happy freaking
September 8th.
birthday.
Yeah, Jonah
Yeah,
turned
honestly,
21 on the 16th.
Woo!
I'm terrible at looking at Facebook for birthdays. I forget to log into Facebook.
I know.
I miss a lot of
Yes,
people.
Maureen. I am a Virgo also.
I guess he's gonna go to the bar.
Well, good for him. Get him a few shots. Get him a little tipsy.
His friend is taking him, but his friend is a very good friend of his, and he's responsible. So, wow, Mary. Mary's birthday is 10/10/70. That's awesome. There's a lady that comes in the store, and her birthday is 6/6/56.
Ooh.
Oh, oh, the last 3 digits of my daughter's social security number. She's my devil child.
Oh, Nikki's birthday is the same day as Valerie's husband.
Yep.
What did you say, Nikki?
I said my daughter's social security number ends in 666.
Oh God.
Yeah, my devil baby.
I'll change that one.
Can I please have another number here?
I thought I had to change. Somebody said I could, but I never did it.
Okay.
I thought, you know what? It's just a number.
Yeah.
Yep.
She's a sweet girl.
Hey, you know what? It's a conversation piece.
Yeah.
May not be
She's
the
a
best
sweet girl,
conversation
like
piece,
your
but wow. Mary says, I am the only female to live past 30 in 3
Oh.
generations.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Wow.
way to go.
Yeah. Kudos to you.
I'm
that's
glad
good.
you're still with us.
I
I'm trying to
am.
make it. I'm trying to make it to 45.
You'll make it. You'll make her.
I think I will. I'm already almost there.
Yeah.
Well, no, I guess not, because I got to wait till June.
You'll be fine. You'll be all right.
Yeah. Phew, it's hot. It's hot today.
What do
I
you
guess
call?
Hmm?
Sorry, what do you call those boots? Boots that are like high, like do you call them like calf high boots? Like because they're long. They're not knee high, but they're long.
Yeah, you could call them calf high, but those are like duck boots.
Duck boots, okay.
I would put.
They're duck
Let me
boots
see the
because they
bottom.
have this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez,
I'm sh-
all this rain we're getting.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
Even
was.
I know that, Sally, and I don't sell shoes.
Shush,
Well,
Nikki.
you know, you used to
Nobody
say that.
asked you.
You used to say that about clothing, and you can't say that no more.
That's
Yes.
right.
I used to own a pair of those when I was a kid, when they first came out. Duck boots.
Yep.
Why is my air conditioning not working? Well, Gary better get that thing. He's got to go to Ohio, or not Ohio.
Isn't it too cold there?
Huh?
Has it been cold there?
Well, it's hotter than a bitch out today.
Oh.
It's hotter than me.
It's been in the 60s here.
I don't know.
Kathy says, I've almost died 3 times. Doctors didn't think I'd make it to 50. I guess I have a purpose. There you go.
There you go.
It was like 47 this morning.
I mean, it's okay in the shade, but it's hot when you're in the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not cool in the shade, but it's okay. I mean, I can handle it. Yeah, it's hot here. It was
I've
chilly
got
this morning. It gets dipped down in the nighttime, but in the daytime, it's hotter than hell.
a thing on my bucket list I'm gonna do for my 50th birthday.
What?
Skydiving.
Skydiving?
Yep.
And my husband wants to do that. You have
Not
to be like less than 200 pounds or 200 pounds.
I watched a video the other day on YouTube, and it was a guy that he was celebrating like 100, like 100,000 subscribers or something,
Uh-huh.
and he was scared of heights, and he decided to go skydiving for
Good for him.
to celebrate his subscribers, you know.
Oh, cool.
He actually got up there and he passed out like 3 times during the whole skydiving thing. But he was attached to somebody else. So,
Yeah.
you know, they were in control. They were trying to keep his head back and stuff, you know, but like halfway through it, he finally like opened his eyes and was able to like concentrate, or it was like 10,000 subscribers or something, because he kept on going like this and you know, posing for another camera. So, but I mean, that's kind of scary to be passing out, you know, while you're falling.
Yeah.
But I think you'll do fine, because you've rode in you know, roller coasters and stuff at Magic Mountain,
Yeah,
and
I'll do
you
fine.
know, yeah.
Kathy
A
says,
roller
hell
coaster is a
no.
lot different than plummeting to earth.
This is true.
Yeah, I'm not afraid of heights. It's hitting the ground at a high rate of speed. I'm not too fond of.
Yeah, that scares
Yeah.
me off.
You won't feel it, Lori.
It's like lightning. Lightning scares me only. I'm not scared of dying because of lightning. I'm scared of living through it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you imagine living through that? Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, I know, Sherry, those slingshot videos, those are hilarious. And
Oh
people
my
just,
gosh.
they just follow, they pass out like all the time.
I like watching those. The guy where his face was in the same thing the
Uh-huh.
whole time.
Mhm.
They thought he had a stroke or something.
oh no.
He was just petrified.
My God. I would rather fall out of an airplane with a parachute than I would doing bungee jumping. Because at least when you're skydiving and maybe the chute doesn't open, if you fall to earth, you're gonna be dead
Yeah.
on impact. With bungee jumping, that might not be the case, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, if something happens with that, you know, you know, there's a chance that you can, you know, break your back or something, and all the bones in your body, and still live through it.
Valerie, you can do the roller coaster. Hell no.
Mm.
Hell no.
You don't want to do a roller coaster, but you want to skydive?
The one's on top of the building and
I ain't doing it on top of a building. I'll do it on the ground. I mean, you know, when the roller coaster's on the ground. But I don't want to do no roller coaster on top of a building in Vegas. Nope.
No, yeah, that one's horrible. Just even sit and watch it's horrible.
Yeah, it is.
I've sat out there and watched those people and like going, there is no damn way I'd get up on that thing. You can forget it. I'll do skydiving, but I ain't doing no. No.
You realize that you're skydiving, you're a hell of a lot higher than that roller coaster?
That's okay.
Yeah, it's different. It's different. It's a whole different ball of wax.
Yeah, I can't. You can't get me stuck upside down in the middle of the air. You know, like you can on a roller coaster on top of a fucking building in Las Vegas. No, no, no.
Both of my boys have done that roller coaster.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I stood over to the side and said, "Y'all go ahead and have fun." Yeah.
Sit and watch.
Yep.
I go on all the rides at the fair, but the one ride that scares me is the swings.
Yeah.
Why? You're buckled
You
in.
can't hold up by there by them little chains, and you're going around and around and around. It scares the hell out of me.
I don't like that swinging pirate ship. That unnerves me for some reason.
Yeah, none of that bothers me. It's just the swings. The swings I'm scared of.
Yeah, I don't like where you don't. If I can't put my feet down on something, no, I'm not getting on it.
My husband laughs at me. He's like, "You'll go on any roller coaster in this park, but you won't go on the swings." I was like, "Yep."
I'll go on anything, usually anything at like Magic Mountain and stuff like that. And we used to go all the time. But I won't ride fair rides. Fair rides are put up and pulled down in like 3 days. You know,
I don't ride those either.
Magic Mountain, they put millions of dollars into their rides, so they're not going to let them fail if they can help it.
Yes,
You know?
but every time they put them up and take them down, they're inspected.
Yeah, I don't care.
Permanently set, they are not inspected as often as the ones that are put up and taken down.
Well, you see what happened here in Ohio that a couple of years ago at the Ohio State Fair, that one arm come off that one, killing all them people.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I used to have that theory too, but yeah, they're actually inspected more often when they put them up and take them down all the time.
I just, but like, you know, Magic Mountain and stuff like, you know, parks like that, they'll put lots of money into their stuff, and they inspect them all the time. Like, you know, you can see I mean, I've been to their, you know, been to the parks like, you know, 2-3 days in a row, and you know, they're inspected all the time. So yeah, and carnies are not well paid, so there's no reason for them to, you know, be like, fuck it, I ain't doing it this time, you know.
Yeah.
But we
I think
rode.
actually most of the accidents happen at permanent parks, and
I just stayed my old off all of them, so that just makes it easier for me. I stay my feet on the ground.
Yeah.
That's safer.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been on a roller coaster. We used to go all the time, though. Me, Valerie, and my other sister, and my brother, and, you know, whoever else. We would always go to Magic Mountain and stuff like that. It was just a fun time, you know.
I used to be able to do it when I was younger, like when the boys were little. But now it's just I try to get on one when we went. It was a couple about 10 years ago, and I had anxiety attacks. Like I don't know what the hell happened, but I just can't do it no more.
I would too. I would totally have anxiety attacks whenever, or panic attacks or whatever. I'd have those while I was waiting. But I would talk myself into it, and then I would pray the whole time I was on the damn roller coaster.
No, we said they take too long. I told that we went on the Batman ride, and I was sitting there, and they was taking too long to put people on there. I started panicking. I looked at that guy. I said, "You better tell them to stop this. Don't even go this ride. Get me the hell out of here now." My husband and my son was laughing at me. I was like, "No, you better get me off now before I just have a panic attack to die." You got me out there just as quick.
I remember I had one before I ever rode the Superman, and it was so.
That was not me.
I scared Nikki too.
It was so scary, just the look of it, that once I went up, and then all you do is you go up, and then you come right back down. And by the time I got down, I was bawling, but I was laughing at the same time. And I was like, let's do it again, you know? That's exactly, you know, how I was when I was younger. I loved it. but I was scared to death.
See, now I can't do it now. I used to be saying I'd go on over and over, and I would ride them all the time, no big deal. But no, not now.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I don't think my
mind the
heart's strong enough
ones
for
with-
it anymore.
I don't mind the ones with rails because they're smooth.
Yeah.
But but like the wooden roller coasters, they just jar every vertebrae in my spine now. I can't do the
Yeah.
jerky,
And
Yeah.
the creek.
the wooden ones that just
Yeah.
Yeah. And you don't want to ride the beast at Kings Island because it will beat the hell out of you.
yeah, or the big one at Six Flags in Dallas. Oh, God. And so, yeah, but the ones that are on smooth rails that just go fast or go down or go in a circle, yeah, I'm okay with those.
Mm-hmm.
Or I was last time I went. I haven't been on a roller coaster in probably 10 years.
Yeah.
All time, me too. Yeah,
Me
swing
too.
shot. Mm-mm. I'm good. Although I do want a parachute. I do want to skydive once. My ex brother-in-law, he does it for a living, and
Mhm.
he's the camera guy. And they're in California, and he told me when I get ready to come out and he would do everything for me for free. So I was like, shoot, yeah, I just gotta get a flight out there.
We should go do it together.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
you
that'd be
should.
fun. Yeah, that would be fun.
That would be fun.
And see, he's the the high skydivers. They get all the good stuff. So I'd have to actually go sit there and drink with him for a few minutes. So let's go. Let's do it now. I'd have to get that courage.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to see about doing that together. That'd be kind of fun because I haven't been to California ever, and I think that would be kind of cool anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
He loves doing that stuff.
Whereabouts is he?
Don't get me to lying to you. Hang on
Oh.
a minute. I don't know. I know he's somewhere in California. Let me see where he's at. He just
California.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely a couple of shots of tequila would help me.
Oh yeah. I have to ask my son where he's at. Let's see. Well, they like to go camping and all that stuff, so but he loves that. And he's broken both of his legs a couple times. He still gets back in there. I'm like, I don't know how you do that.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah. Not something I want to, make a career out of. I just want to do. I'm
you
sure
go.
that if I do it once. Oh, Valerie says skydiving place 5 miles down the road from me.
A professional
Oh.
skydiver's broken his legs a few times.
Oh yeah.
If you guys want to go up there as amateurs, there you go.
Yeah, don't go with amateurs at all. Let's see. They do the skydive New England. And it's somewhere northeast California.
Hmm.
I have to find out for sure. But he's done it for years. And I used to love to watch all his videos.
Oh, I'm sure.
He has some great videos. Let's see.
Hey, what would you call this stuff? Like sheepskin or
Sherpa
something?
kind of.
Sherpa fleece or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
It
Thank
doesn't say it on the tag.
No.
Oh.
No, all it says is it has the all man-made material.
Okay. So I would put like faux Sherpa,
Okay.
just to be on the safe side,
Mm-hmm.
because once
Okay.
you put that, somebody's gonna say, "Well, it's not genuine.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not made from an alpaca
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
animal."
And I'll say, get a life.
Oh.
Oh, I could take a nap, but I'm not going.
What are you saying, Hollister? Maureen? I don't know what that is. My lip is kind of a little bumpy because I used my epilator on it yesterday.
Ooh.
Mm.
Genuine. That's right. There was a really cool song that I was listening to in California. It was called. Well, it was. The singer is Cardi B.
Cardi B, yeah.
I've never heard of her.
Oh my gosh.
But she sings that song. I like it like that.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, "Ooh, I like that." That's
Yeah,
good.
it's a good
That's
song.
some good dancing music right there.
Hell yeah.
Hi,
Yeah,
Martha.
she's
No, I didn't move yet. I'm still in Kansas.
Hey, Martha.
For
she's
the
very popular right now.
yeah, I'll have to put that on my phone.
Where has Martha been?
I don't know.
Been on
She
vacation?
said that she moved and so she's
Mm.
that's been taking a lot of her time.
Oh, yeah, that does take a lot of time. Well, I'm glad you're back. We've been missing you.
Your phone's ringing, Sally.
Oh. Not today.
I was gonna say that means answer it.
Did. I answered it with I'm not answering it today.
Well, I think I'm gonna. How long y'all gonna be on here?
I don't know.
Okay, I'm
Busy.
gonna give my lawyer a call.
Okay.
More than likely, he won't answer or he won't be available. So,
Right.
hey, Summer. Good morning. Good morning.
Summer.
And there's some.
Hi, Summer.
But yeah, I'm gonna call him and see if I can't get that going anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's good.
I'll check back and see if y'all are still on.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
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 Yeah.
For California.
What's the best way to clean like a Velcro? You know, like where everything sticks to it.
I've been using, those pedicure brushes that had like that hard bristle to them.
That's what
Oh
I said, like a
yeah.
hard bristle tooth.
Yeah, that's what I've
Brush or
been using.
something.
Like this thing.
No, the pedicure thing that they use on your feet, that has that little handle, has the hard bristles to them, the little small
Oh.
things. I don't know if I have one in here or not, but that's what I use to get all the stuff out of mine and kind of brush it out, and then some tape to help with it. If you have one of those or something hard bristle, they'll help pull it out.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if I got something like that. Let me go in the bathroom and see if I have some. Because it's like really packed in there and I can't. I was using scissors, the end of my scissors to kind of dig it out, but
Yeah,
I can't. It's not coming out as easy as I thought it was going to.
it's a pain. I always get a couple of those, the pumice stone or whatever. The denture brush, yeah, like that hard bristle works really good. That's what I use. I get a bunch of those little pedicure brushes from Dollar Tree and use those. I'd had those for those Tom shoes I gotta get listed today. I gotta get listed. Somebody's gonna make lunch for the husband and myself, and I'll probably be back on in a little bit. I'm gonna head out for a minute.
Hi.
I'll see y'all in a little while.
Bye.
Bye.
I gotta head out and fix my chair. It's sinking below my desk now. I look like a shmoo. I can see it just from the nose up.
Dang it.
Train, train, train.
I'm going to run to the post office. I'll be back momentarily.
Oakley dokley. Cough up the lung, I might feel better. Ah, damn it. No spot. Well, I do. Oh, that's not one. They've left me all alone here. What kind of trouble can I get into? Unsupervised.
Talking. I'm sitting here talking and my stuff's not even on. Maybe this will work. Oh yeah, that is working a little bit.
Yeah, I told you they wouldn't leave me alone very long.
I know.
Unsupervised.
I'm a little buzzed from the cough syrup, but my throat feels way better, so and I'm not coughing. Yep, I'm trying to get some of the stuff listed today.
Yeah, I got some Halloween makeup I'm going to start listing.
Oh, that's good.
My daughter was out there sorting it the other night for me, and I walk in the kitchen and she screams and shoves the tub at me. I'm like, what? I look down, there's a big ass spider down in the tub.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, ah!
I'm always afraid of that when I'm doing boots and stuff, like sticking my hand down there.
And I'm terrified of spiders. I'm like, nope, take it outside. I don't want nothing to do with it.
I'm not too scared, but I mean, it's always something if, you know, you'll always get a reaction out of me if if it
I'm trying to
jumps
trying not
out
to
of
kill
nowhere.
them. Trying not to kill them when I see them. I'm trying to
Yeah.
put them out, but it's kind of hard not to throw a shoe at one.
Yeah. Oh, I totally agree.
Especially when they're as big as your hand. It's like, I don't think so.
Oh my God.
No, time for the shotgun on that one.
I remember.
Raises up like a tarantula. It's getting blown away. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh. I remember when I was like 19 or something, and I lived away from home, and my boyfriend, which became my first husband, he shot a spider with a BB gun because it was so big. And it was fast. It wasn't even like a real oh, that's a good idea, Hank. Put a vacuum in there. It wasn't like a regular spider, like a daddy long leg or anything. It was more like a freaking tarantula or a wood spider or something like that.
We have these great big wolf spiders out here. They're just nasty, hairy things. They look like tarantulas. They're so big.
Yeah.
There was one in my shed last year, and I opened the shed door, and I'm like, holy crap! I screamed and hollered. And even my dog Tanner wouldn't go in the shed. When he seen it, he backed up like, I don't think so.
Oh my God.
Teresa went in with the broom to kill it, and you could hear it scurrying across the floor. It was so big. I was like, nope. Closing my eBay store. I am done. I'm never going in there again. Ain't doing it.
Gonna have to burn this shit down fast.
Going there with a can of hairspray and a lighter. I'll blowtorch that. So
yeah, no shit.
Even because she's not afraid of spiders, she's like, "Oh my, that's a big one."
You weren't a lion,
right? She got mad at me the other day because I wouldn't kill a garter snake that was in the flower bed. I said, "I'm not killing a snake. He ain't done nothing to you." She says, "Well, fine. I won't kill your spiders no more."
No,
I said, yeah, but that snake's not poisonous. Spiders can be poisonous.
I'm just afraid, you know, I'm fine if they want to go, you know, in the yard or whatever, and like be like next to a building or something, as long as they don't like dart out in front of me, I'm fine with that. But I don't want to step on one. I don't want to step on anything. Even a caterpillar, that would freaking gross me out. There was a caterpillar that was hanging on our side of our house yesterday, and I was afraid that it was going to get down in the ground and I was going to step on it. Yeah.
We had a big rat snake behind the lake one year, and I always used to take the dogs back there. Well, Tanner, before he started getting where he had a hard time walking, I'd walk him back there every day.
Mm-hmm.
We went back there one morning. The sun was hitting the trail and stuff. And we walk up around the bend, and I take him down to the point and come back. All of a sudden, I see something laying across the trail, and I'm thinking, did the stick fall or something fall out of the tree? You know, closer I got, I'd seen it. I was like, and the trail's about 8 feet wide because you can get a car back there. I seen it was moving. I was like, holy crap, that's a snake.
Oh my god.
It covered it stretched across the whole road, and there was probably about 2.5 feet on one side and still about 3 feet on the other end that had covered. So we're talking 13, 14 foot long rat snake.
Oh my god.
I'd never seen a rat snake that big. It freaked me out. But I'm not afraid of snakes.
I'm always afraid to like usually during the daytime when I'm in here, I'll leave the door open and I have that magic mesh on the outside. And it's all closed up and it's even covering the bottom of the door and everything. But it would be very easy for something to go up underneath, and get in the house. And I'm always afraid that there's going to be a snake or a frog or something that gets in the house. We don't have too many chipmunks here this year, actually.
I haven't seen hardly any around here. That's unusual.
Yeah.
I
mean, the squirrels are always out, but chipmunks are usually, out all summer,
I haven't seen any.
But maybe there's a reason for that. Maybe I got a big snake out there eating them or something. I don't want to think about that. I hope I don't. Hey there, Chris. Well, my brush isn't doing the job because it's the bristles aren't strong enough or something to pull the hair out of the Velcro stuff. So I'm using a little screwdriver now.
New station alert has arrived.
Oh, thank you.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah.
You got storms headed your way, huh?
Yeah, it's talking about the warm up. I woke up this morning with an Amber Alert about 5 o'clock this morning from Cleveland. Scared the piss out of me. I couldn't find my glasses, so I didn't know what the heck was going on.
Yeah. My God.
I had a good sales weekend over the weekend.
I did too.
I had 15 items going out, and I got 4 more packing up today. I was like, good Lord, did they turn my store line on?
Well, I had probably since Friday, I had 14. And then and I shipped on Friday and Saturday and everything. And but yesterday, absolutely nothing. Crickets.
You got the same hat I got, Chris? I got it for Christmas.
Actually, I thought about going to a thrift store today, maybe just to see.
Yeah. It's not been so good at thrift stores around here. It's been pretty hit or miss here lately.
Yeah.
That's kind of why I branched out into auctions and stuff, rather than just storage auctions. But I did get a good source of sourcing, I should say. I got with my manager here at the mobile home village, and he's got a bunch of empty mobile homes where people just left stuff. So I said, how about you let me clean them out and let me have whatever I want out of it and get rid of the rest. He said, I don't have to pay. I said, nope, just let me have whatever I want. He's like, okay.
Awesome.
The The lady that lived next door, the next door to the office, said, "I got one for you. You can do right away." He said it's completely full. She left everything, furniture and everything.
Oh my gosh.
And then it's really nice stuff too. I was like, "Well, that's cool." I said, "I'll get on it."
What are you gonna do with the furniture? Do you have a place to store that?
Well, the furniture, I'm going to ask my sister if she wants it, and then if not, we're going to take it to the church and donate it for their rummage sale.
Oh, that's good.
And some of it we'll probably take to the local St. Vincent de Sales and the Goodwills and stuff, because we've got Goodwills, we've got St. Vincent de Sales, and we've got Salvation Armies. Thrift stores all around. So there's always somewhere to take stuff, donate it. So whatever.
That's good.
If it's not good enough furniture, I'm just gonna cut off all the cushions and plastic bag them and burn the frame down at the burn pile. So
yeah,
there's always
that's
a way.
Good.
Because he's got that one and two more that I know of that need cleaned out. So
yeah, I got a backlog too. I don't really need to go to the thrift store, but I just thought,
you have to get out.
Yeah, I just like going in there and because now I can go in there and I know what's good. Most of the time I know what's good and sellable. So if I can make money on it, I'll buy it. I don't usually look for clothes because I have too many to begin with.
I hit as far as clothes goes, I have to look at the clearance rack. I don't even hit the regular racks anymore. I go straight to the clearance rack because I'm still finding decent stuff on the clearance rack, but they've jacked their prices up. You're paying almost $6 for a long sleeve shirt, and I'm like, no,
oh my God.
I'm not doing that.
Oh, I won't. I have so many clothes right now because I have probably 15 boxes over there, donut boxes that are, good size. Plus I have probably 20 or 30 in the garage of clothes, just clothes. Good sellable clothes, I don't keep crap. I mean, I found them all in the dumpster, but they're good clothes. They just throw them in the dumpster for one reason or another. They don't have holes in them or anything like that. I do have a seam ripper, Kathy, but this screwdriver is actually working pretty well. It's one of those little eyeglass ones. So I think I got that one pretty well done. I hope you're all getting good sales and stuff. That's important. And, I mean, if not, keep listing through it. Go through and change some prices in your store, or, change your listings around. Sometimes I just go through and if I have like jeans, it'll say jeans or pants, and I'll flip the words from the back to the front and the front to the back. You know what I mean? Just flip them around a little bit, and sometimes that works. You do that in five or six listings. I think that's actually why I got really good sales this weekend, was because I went through and I changed some of my prices, changed some of my listings around, and just worked a lot on my activity in my store, and I think that had a lot to do with it. Okay, that one's done.
Yeah, I did that the other day. I went through with all my watchers. Anything that had a watcher on it, I lowered the price by $1 or something like that, just enough to
Yeah.
get their attention.
Mm-hmm.
And it usually works. But I also put the best offer back on for a while just to see how well it does.
Oh, did you have it off?
Yeah, I had turned it off, and I do that. I'll turn it off for a while, turn it back on, turn it off, turn it, just to
Yeah.
comes up a bit.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna leave it on for a while, see how it does. I marked down all my old inventory, stale inventory down real low, just to move it,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm to the point where I can't buy any more clothes because I have nowhere to put them, and I don't want to have to store them in the house. That's why I have all the
Yeah.
inventory set up out in the barns out back. So
Mm-hmm.
I got this hair Brett here. It's the coolest thing. It looks like Dumbledore. I don't know if you can see that. It's pewter.
Oh, wow.
And I can't find it. It looks like to me like Dumbledore because it's got the phoenix on both sides of him and the crystal ball, but I can't
Mm-hmm.
find anything like it, nor are there any markings on it whatsoever.
What about Merlin?
That could be Merlin, yeah. I was just putting Wizard. I haven't tried Merlin yet. But
Yeah.
it just reminds me of something from Harry Potter, but there's no Harry Potter markings on it anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
My daughter probably tried to snatch that from me, but it ain't happening.
Yeah, it sounds like you're doing good, Chris.
Hey, that's odd. My air conditioner just kicked on.
Huh. That is weird.
Yeah.
Is it
I had
hot?
it off. No, I thought I had it turned off.
Oh my god. It's your ghost.
Mom, it's supposed to be having a hot flash on the other side.
She had a little hot flash. I've been dealing a lot with the spirits at work. They've just been pretty much attacking my empathy side, and be doing dishes, and I'm bawling one minute and cracking up the next, like somebody told me a really good joke. And it's like, Jesus, people, would you leave me alone? I'm trying to get my shit done, and here I am crying and laughing, and I'm back there by myself, so I'm sure I look like a lunatic, on the cameras,
Yeah, they have a way of doing that.
Mm-hmm. Chris says those cells are heating up. That's why your air conditioner kicked on.
In that case, I hope it stays on all damn day.
Hell yeah. Bring it on, buddy. I'm sorry that I didn't do more hangouts and stuff whenever Valerie was gone. I really wanted to hang out with you guys. It was just my body wasn't having it. I was coming home and going right to bed, and I was sleeping like till about 3 or 4 in the afternoon, and then
Mhm.
I'd get up for a couple hours and then go right back to bed until 8 and get up for or not even 8, 7, and get up for work and start all over again.
Well, you can only do so much when you start feeling like that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, plus these you know, the change of weather and everything is really attacking me too with my sinuses and
I know. Mine do that. I get up in the morning, I feel like I need to put a shot back on my nose.
I know.
It's like,
And like I feel like I have bronchitis, the starting of bronchitis. So
mhm.
hopefully not, but that's how I feel. And it's usually not good, you know. Usually it turns, well, I've had it turn into pneumonia before,
I've had
which,
pneumonia
it's so
twice.
bad.
I had it in the
I've
middle of
had,
summer.
oh my God. Usually this is the worst for me, like
Mhm.
during change of weather time. That's like when it really gets me. Like we had 45 yesterday morning,
Mm.
and then this morning it was like 47. I'm like, holy crap, I need to turn the heater on. Brandon's like, no, you're not turning the heater on yet, you know. But, you know, probably by the 1st of October we'll have the heater on because I won't be able to do it. You know, I've been wearing the sweater on and off for like, I mean, like if I get warm or whatever, I'll turn
Mhm.
to take it off. But I've been living in this sweater for the last 3 or 4 days when I've been home, you know, just trying to stay warm and not let, you know, trying to not let myself get sick. I think I'm not defeating it though. Okay, that worked. These are all pretty now. I don't mess with Ouija boards, Chris. Those ghosts come
Yep.
talk to me without a freaking Ouija board.
I won't touch one. I won't even allow one.
I've never had one, and I've never had friends or anything that has had one. The only
Nope.
experience that I know with the Ouija board is from Valerie. And she went to my cousin's house, and there was one in the closet. And her and my cousin would you know mess with it and stuff, ask it questions, and it worked, you know.
Mhm.
And her mom, they weren't real religious in their family, but her mom finally, because they were freaking out over something that it did or something, and her mom finally took it out to the wood pile and burned it. And I guess while they were burning it, it was screaming.
We tried to burn one and it wouldn't burn. We come back in the house and it's back on the table.
Oh my God. No
Yeah.
way.
Yeah. Yep. I won't mess with that.
That is.
They
See,
were they were messing. These girls were messing with it, and I kept saying, you get that feeling. I didn't like the house to begin with. It was my friend's house. It was an old creepy old farmhouse, and it just gave me the willies. My hair would stand up on the back of my neck whenever I walked
you
in.
could already feel the darkness of it.
Right,
You could
because
already, yeah.
I'm a what they call a sensitive, so I
Mm-hmm.
pick up on that.
Yeah.
And I hated that house. I hated being there. And they were like, "Oh, let's go to Trish's for a while before we go to the football game." Blah blah blah. they start playing with this Ouija board, and I'm shaking my head, and you know, I walk outside. I was like, I don't want no part of this. I'm gonna sit out here on the stoop. All of a sudden, I hear screaming, and one of the girls had gone into like I guess, a convulsive fit while she was playing it. And so my one friend said it's the Ouija board, and she threw it outside, and they called the squad, and the girl was just like flopping everywhere. Once the Ouija board was out of the house and out in the yard, she stopped. She was fine. So they come out and they said, well, we're going to burn it. So they took it out to a 55-gallon drum where the girl's dad used to burn trash and stuff, and threw it in there and set it on fire. And they're like, that's the end of that. We're never going to do that again. I said, I tried to tell you not to mess with something like that. There's already something wrong with your home. You know, they thought I was a little weird, but until that happened. And then we walked back in, and that charred Ouija board was back on that table where they were playing with it, and not in the fit, because we're like, you know, screaming. We run back out, look in the drum, and it's not in the drum.
My God.
I never went back to that house ever. I've never been back. I was like, ain't doing it. So I've never touched one again.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's too much for me. I mean, I get too many feelings and you know, senses. I can smell if a house has bad spirits. I smell it.
It's like a sulfur, like a light sulfur smell.
Yep. And I actually, whenever I light a match, I like that smell, but it's
different.
A different sulfur smell. Yeah.
It's more like a rotten mixed with rotten eggs.
And I've been able to do that. I think that was one of the first senses I had. Was being able to smell it. And you know, I could walk into a perfectly clean house, you know, somebody looks like they've, you know, just scoured it, and you know, it was perfectly clean, but it could smell that smell to me, and I would be like, I'm not going in there. I'm sorry. I can't go in your house because there's bad spirit in here. And it would literally make me sick to my stomach. And I think that's one of the first, you know, things that I've ever experienced when I was younger, you know, in my early 20s.
We've been called in to do investigations, and I'll walk in. I was like, you don't need an investigation, you need cleansing. Big difference. I said, because what you have here is not something I want my team to be exposed to. So I ended up becoming an ordained minister, so I could go in and do house cleansings. So
good. Yeah. That's cool.
But I hate I'm always worried that something's going to attach itself or whatever, try to. So you have to go in with this kind of like this makeshift bubble around you so that nothing can get to you. So
this house that I'm in right now, it's weird because I do think there is I don't feel bad in this house at all, and I feel safe, and I don't feel like somebody's watching me or anything like that. And believe me, if I did feel that, I mean, I would know, you know. But I think there is something in my son's room, and that's the only room. And because I mean, he's had baby footprints and fingerprints on the top of the mirror. I mean, like where the door is, the top of the door, they're up there. Footprints on the wall.
Something to remember, it's not always the house. It could also be the land. Something may have happened prior to any of everything being there that's there now, you know.
True.
We've had houses where it's been Native American spirits because that's what was there before the house was ever built, and then they dug everything up, and it was kind of you know, it disturbed the resting places and stuff like that. And You know, 'cause
Yeah.
you just back in the early 1800s, they didn't have the laws we have now. That if you run into a burial site of a Native American, you have to preserve that. Back then, they just tossed it.
Right.
This is our land. We're going to build a house here.
Mm-hmm.
So we've had instances like that where the original homeowners just didn't care and disturbed the resting place, and
Right.
that's not a good thing to do.
Right.
This house is clear. Poltergeist.
And I never thought that I would have some senses that I do. I never thought I would be like this.
I think everybody has it. It's whether or not they open themselves up to that part of their mind.
True.
That has a lot to do with it. Everybody has a little bit of psychic energy, psycho, whatever you want to call it, within them. It's whether or not they choose to believe it and let it grow. So
that's true.
There's a lot of people don't believe in ghosts. I said, well, let me ask you this. A blind person has never seen the color blue, and if they've been blind for life or anything like that. I said, your brain cannot process what it does not see, what your eyes do not see. So like a blind person, they don't know what a dog looks like. They don't know what the color red looks like. So because their eyes have never seen that, so it can't process what that is. So when we see something, a spirit or a ghost, it's not our mind. You're actually seeing that because you can't make something up you have not seen. Now your mind can matrix and pull from other things and create something, but it's like my first real spirit was my mother. I seen her 3 days after we buried her, and I was not present when they dressed her for her funeral, so I had no clue what she wore. I didn't know. I didn't ask. I didn't want to know. So when I seen her, I seen what she was wearing, and I explained it right down to the clip-on earrings. And Pammy's like, "There's no way you could have known that because they never told me." So because it was her and my other sister dressed my mother for her funeral because I just couldn't do it. So, but I was able to explain everything and tell them everything, describe right down to the earrings, the shoes, everything, the color of her clothing, because she had a closed casket. Okay. So, because she always said, I don't want people looking over me saying, oh, what a great person. This kind of stuff you could say to me when I'm alive. So she wanted a closed casket. Right. So I had no idea whatsoever what she was buried in.
Isn't that crazy?
It is crazy. So that's kind of like where I get my theory from, where your mind can't make up what you don't see.
It makes a lot of sense. Because it's your brain that is telling your eyes that the light is reflecting off of this color, and it's coming back to you as red or blue.
Right.
It's your brain that's saying that.
It's processing what that is. It's not your eyes. It's your brain that's telling you, okay, you're seeing this and you're seeing that. So,
right. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, Lori.
That's just the way I've always looked at it. So when somebody says I see a ghost, I believe them.
Yeah. Toddy.
Yes, sir.
You need to plug in.
Thought I was.
I can hear your headphones.
Well, Chris, I believe I did speak with my mother, Chris, the night that I saw her, but I don't know how. I can't explain it, why. But, I know it happened. If it hadn't been for my husband at the time stepping out of the bedroom and seeing her as well, and passing out, I just would have chalked it up to being exhausted and tired and just
Right.
flat wore out and stressed from her death and everything. But he seen her, he heard her. That's what woke him up, is he heard her voice, and he's like, "There's no way." And when he walked out into the living room and seen me sitting on the couch talking to someone we buried 3 days prior, it freaked him out, and he was out.
Oh, I bet.
He just kind of slid down the wall and he's gone.
Oh my gosh.
So thankfully, that kept me from thinking that I was crazy.
Right.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
We hear you.
Do you want to hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Half circumference.
Yeah, I've
Where
never seen a ghost.
measuring tape, where you? There you
I
are.
can see that kid steals in more. The Vegas is a lot went on in Vegas back in the day.
Am I in a majority or minority that I have not seen a ghost?
You could be in the majority. Not everybody sees them. Not everybody's seen one. Some people see them and don't even realize that they've seen it.
Yeah. Or they pass it off as something else.
Yeah. All right, I think I'm gonna get off here. I need to fix this chair. Starting to make my shoulders hurt because it keeps going lower than my desk. So I'm sitting with my arms up, and it's like, oh, it makes
Right.
me back in the shoulders. So I'm getting ready to tear my chair apart and fix it.
All right.
I will see you guys
I'll
tomorrow,
see you later.
possibly.
All right. Yeah,
Bye,
we'll have
everybody.
a challenge tomorrow.
Okay, cool. See y'all then.
All right. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Who's left? Me and Sally.
Mm-hmm.
You and me against the world. Sometimes it feels like you and me against the world.
Mm-hmm.
When all the others turn their heads and pass away, you can count on me to stay.
Aw.
And when one of us is gone, and one of us is left to carry on, then the memories will have to do.
You have a good voice, Todd.
Nah.
You do.
Nah. Used to be better than it is now. I burnt my voice yelling at marching bands.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
I lost all my highs and I lost all my lows. So I've got like a 8-note range now. That's about it.
Pink says a silver hair serenade, just what I've been waiting for. And Deb says that made my day. See? I think that's awesome. Well, we're gonna have the challenge tomorrow. As of right now, it's gonna be on Valerie's channel, and she does have some things that she has to do tomorrow, but she's just gonna start it, and then I have to go to the doctor, and then when I get back, you know, I'll take over for her whenever she needs to leave or whatever. Okay, Pick with Joy says, question, if adding signature confirmation, buyers need to sign that it has been received? Yes. Like when signature confirmation is whenever they deliver it, because they'll deliver it to the door of the person that you're sending it to, and that person will sign for the package.
And I think there's two different signature types too, isn't there?
I think so.
One, it has to be the person it's addressed to, and the other, it can be any adult at the drop-off point.
Yeah, at the residence or whatever.
Right.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Oh, I sold a Halliburton case.
What?
You know, the old, here, I'll just screen share.
Okay.
Share. A Halliburton is one of those aluminum suitcases.
Oh, okay.
They also made briefcases.
Mm-hmm.
And this one is
That's pretty nice.
Yeah. It's got some age to it and a few dents.
Oh, you sold that for pretty good money, huh?
I took an offer of 100.
Awesome.
Plus 35 shipping. Lonnie Honeycutt got a bunch of these.
Mm.
And but yeah, I only gave like, what did I give for that? I only gave like $5 or $10 for this, so it was a good sale, good profit.
Mm-hmm.
Now I got to build a big box.
Yep.
Because it is.
I'm freaking box that bitch, huh?
Huh?
I said you're gonna Frankenbox that bitch, huh?
I don't. It might fit in a 24-inch box. So it might fit in the big Home Depot box and then cut it down to 8 inches or like 10 inches.
I see. Mm-hmm.
But it's got the key and everything. One key. Yeah, thanks, Hank.
That's good.
Yeah, this is one of those items in my listed pile that just kind of gets in the way, you know. Won't fit on the shelves that I've got, so It just sits on the floor by the shelf. So every time I have to get something out of the shelf, I have to move it over there and then move it over there. And yeah.
Yep. I know how it goes.
I need to get after a bunch of testing today. I've got a VCR DVD combo. I've got 2 or 3 PlayStations.
Yeah.
I got a pair of speakers out of the storage unit.
Cool. Sounds like fun. I got some of that to do also. I have I need to get some C batteries. I had some and I don't know where they went. I think I might have put them in something and either put it away or sold it. Usually I don't sell it with batteries. Usually if I test it, I'll take the batteries right back out of it. Because I don't want the batteries to explode in there. You know, because I might have that shit on the shelf for like 2 years, you know. I don't want my batteries to explode in it. So I never send stuff with batteries. But sometimes, you know, if I don't take them out right away and I picture it and everything, and maybe I go back and look at it one more time or something and, you know, test it one more time, I might leave the batteries in it. So I need more batteries so that I can, I have like 3 cassette players from the 80s that are Fisher Price, and they go for about $30 a piece. But I need to test them.
Yep.
Uh-oh. Mary says, well, I finally did it. Mixed up shipping labels and sent you customers the wrong thing. Well, that sucks. Is there any way that you can have them just send it to the person?
That's usually not very good because then the sender will probably not package it as well as you would.
Well, I mean, if they're just putting it right back in the, you know, depending on what it is, you know, putting it right back in the thing with, you know, and taping it up.
Yeah.
But yeah, depending on what it is, you know, I mean, if it's just clothing or something small and not needing much packing or anything, you might want to just try that. Oh, she's just going to have them send it back to her.
Yeah, I'm so afraid of doing that. I package an item, make the label for it. Package an item, make the label for it. I'm afraid, I mean, that would be really easy for me to do. So I don't even make more than one label at a time.
Right. That's what I usually do too. Yeah, well, it happens, Mary. It doesn't matter how long you've been doing it. You know, it's just something that happens. You just have to be more careful, I think the stupidest thing I've ever done is not print a label at all for it and put it out there for the mailman.
Stupidest thing I ever did was send a homosexual book to a person that was ordering a Bible.
Oh, that's a good one.
Well, it wasn't totally my fault. It was in the Bible. They were brand new. I bought 8 brand new Bibles in boxes. But in one of the boxes was a perfectly fitting, same size as the Bible's homosexuality book. Mm-hmm. So I sent him another Bible for free and said, sorry about that. Can you just throw the other one away? And they said yes. So naked man.
Yep. Yeah, I can't think of any. I mean, I'm sure I've done other stupid shit, but as far as I don't know if I've ever sent one thing to one person and one something that they ordered to another person. I don't know if I've ever done that, like crisscross them, but I'm sure I've done other stupid shit. Well, guys, I think I'm gonna wrap it up for today. We had a little bit of a long one. Made up for some lost time. And tomorrow we'll have the listing challenge, and there's already 28 bucks in the pot. So make sure you come on. Go get your good stuff today. Make a good stuff box and bring it on. And we'll see you tomorrow on Valerie's channel.
All right. Goodbye.
Bye, guys.